Okay, so
Okay.
hi y'all.
I like your new background.
Do you like it? Jeff had got this for me a while back, but I had the desk over here, and I'm like, I really want this to be my backdrop because my friend April, she had sent this to me, and I love it. Like I can change colors and everything. It can just be all kinds of different colors. I love it.
Okay, good. Hey,
Yeah, I know.
Mary Jane, can I talk about the email you sent me? Can we do that? And if you want, you can jump on. It's totally up to you. I don't want to put you out there. I try to be careful not to mention. Jen, did you find the streaming button?
I did.
Okay, so you're streaming to your own channel too?
I
Okay.
think so. I think so.
Okay.
Let me. That's what I'm about to look and see if it's streaming. Well, I don't see it. Jeez.
Hang on,
Um,
let's see. Well, yeah, you are, because I got it. Here, I'm
okay.
looking at it. I'm looking at it.
Okay. Cool. Okay.
I
Cool.
got it.
Cool.
I
Cool.
got it. I don't got a notification. I don't even get notifications when you go live, but this time I did.
That's a trip. Yeah, I see me. Okay.
Okay. So
Cool.
bizarre. Okay, so yeah, so Mary Jane, if you want, let me know. Because anyways, Jen, so we're just starting. We're going through. Hey, Jeff is here. How are you, Jeff?
Hey
Nice
Jeff.
to
Hey
see
Jeff.
you. Um, we're going through what I saw last night, which members here sent me. Nice to see you, Jeff. Members here sent me, which is an eyewitness account of somebody that saw Jack and Lily apparently in Regina, Saskatchewan, Jen. So we're going to listen to the 38-minute clip of that. And then I thought Mike Deman, you know the house across the street that you want to see, the farm that was the campground?
Yeah.
Well, apparently it's owned, like it's Crown Land now. And you mentioned Crown Land. So last night I went in and asked when you weren't able to come on the live, I went on chat the day before, a couple days before, and asked it to look at your graph and pinpoint all the Crown Land areas based on your graph that we should look at. That one didn't
Um,
come up. But apparently it's Crown Land, and Mike Demand shows how much land Janie and the family own around there. So I thought that would be like he goes through all the parcels of land they own. It's apparently quite insane. Um,
okay.
so I thought we'd go through that and see if we can get some tips. But we started a list I sent you this morning based on the subscribers here. We've got some locals that were here last night that are going to join. If you come, I really hope you can come, sweetie. That are going to join and protect us. Blaine's got a truck. He says he's 265 pounds. He's got friends. We're going to get a little search group together so it's safer for us. I told the RCMP this morning, I emailed them and I told them, well, that's weird, Lola. I know. Go figure. That's YouTube. I can't.
Yeah, it's weird.
I
Yeah.
know. So I emailed the detective I've been communicating with, sent him the video we're about to watch, whether it's, just because I think they should have it, because she mentions my two visions. She
Hmm.
describes the two men in my visions in a way that is not like she was copying me. Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
I understand what you're saying. I did put the alleged sighting of Lily on the map, but I haven't. I was going to
okay.
go through and put them on there, and I was like, hold on, we're going live her time, 2 o'clock, my time,
Sorry,
1.
Annie.
It's
Yeah.
okay. It's
Yeah,
okay.
because,
You
yeah,
can put it
Chris.
on when you pull it up. You can put them on there. So no
Yeah.
biggie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Mary Jane says there's three. Mary Jane lives around the area too. So, Mary, I don't know if you're going to come and join us if we go search. Well, I'm going for sure. I've told the RCMP I'm coming as soon as the ban's lifted.
Okay.
So, astrologically, we can get you to chart it, but it's supposed to be around Canadian Thanksgiving, which is the 13th to 16th of October. The ban ends the 15th. So
Okay.
I want to go for a week to 10 days, but listen, like when we get there, my girlfriend said we can stay there. It's only a half an hour from Truro to their house,
Yeah.
35 minutes. I would rather be in a bigger city close to and drive than be out in bum F nowhere for safe.
Right.
Like, stay with my girlfriend Sharon. All we've got is our gas and our food. And Donna said we'll get a fundraiser. She'll help us get a fundraiser going here. If we can get you to my place here, then we can drive from here. You
Yeah.
know? So, anyways, that's the plan for anybody coming in. And I did notify RCMP that I'm coming, just so they know, because I think it's appropriate that they know.
Right.
And I'll notify them again later, but we're not going to be on private property. So, well, except for this property, the government across the street, which is, whoa, you hear that?
Yeah. I heard that.
You heard that too? My dad's
Yep.
been circling around. So
Yeah, I bet.
he has been. He really has been. Okay, don't forget tick spray. I know. So listen, we got a whole list of things to do before we go. One of them I really want to do is get the locations I want to be purposeful, intentional, get a group together, get specific
Right.
locations back down. Then we need to list of things where we're going to meet. It needs to be
Yeah.
organized. So we do need a few weeks to get it organized for sure. So let's listen to this, and I want you guys to tell me if it strikes you. Did you hear it, Jen? I want y'all to tell me if it strikes you as credible or not.
No,
I just gonna Okay, let's listen, and I'm just gonna add the banner to give her credit here. Krista says she doesn't know if she trusts the channel. I mean, she has no reason. Like, this woman admits to, I had no idea who to talk to. Well, let's just listen. I'll stop talking.
okay.
Let's just listen. There's a few concerns, but there's also some of it that seems valid.
We
So I'm
are
not.
talking to a woman by the name of Kara, who came into the channel and is 1,000% certain that she met and spoke with Lily back in June at a park in Saskatchewan. Why I share this is, while it's important for police to issue missing person reports, it's my belief that it is equally important to promote and publicize those people who firmly believe that they have seen a missing person, a person that's been reported as missing. Possibly 99% chance it is a lookalike. I covered the Michael Donaghy story out of Victoria. I cannot tell you how many photographs the Victoria police received that were Michael Donaghy lookalikes. And these children looked absolutely identical. So while that can be the case, it's so important to promote these sightings because there may be that 1% or that 0.5% chance.
Well, I want to talk about this, Barb. Okay, I want to talk about this because this is what I wanted to say and then got a little distracted with Jen coming in. No offense to Jen, but I don't, not like you did it intentionally. I didn't mean it to sound that way. That's why I tried to correct myself. I don't think we should discourage people from coming forward. I truly think it's a mistake to call sightings bullshit. Okay. Look at the woman that came out, and JLR came out and she interviewed her and said she thought she saw Sebastian and knew where he was. Hey, Seth. He doesn't realize he's on my channel too. I don't know if Seth realizes we're dual streaming. So maybe let him know so he's okay with it. So listen, the woman that came forward that said she saw Sebastian and knew where he lived, and then everybody made fun of her. That is just inappropriate. I think if anybody ever sees something, I would really hope that nobody in my group would go on. I've had people email me say, hey, I was afraid to comment on your live stream after you dropped because I didn't want to be made fun of because people are making fun of this woman on Hidden in the Fog. How the F do we expect people to come forward? Sorry, Jen, you're blocked with that big. How do you expect people to come forward if we're going to make fun of people? I mean, it's ridiculous. You
Yeah.
cannot do that. I'm sorry. Okay, just we can have our opinion, but honest to goodness, until Sebastian is located, until Lily and Jack are located, or we have some sort of closure.
Right.
Seth's welcome to stay. Like, he is welcome to stay. I just want him to understand what's going on, Jen. Like, he's welcome to stay, just so he knows what's happening. Because he probably saw you streaming and didn't understand, right? Like, we're dual streaming. But he's welcome to stay. And I don't mind talking about Sebastian if he wants to switch it up, and if he wants to come on and talk about Sebastian, I'm happy to too. I just don't know where to go from here with Sebastian. Like,
well, the new thing. So the new thing about, I mean, it's really not new, but Seth has been working on merchandise, and so now he has. If you go onto his YouTube channel, and then you do the more, and you see the cash apps and the email and
yeah,
stuff like that. Yeah, you can click on merch,
okay,
and it just, like, I was looking at it this morning, looking at the merchandise, and I want the windbreaker. It's really cool.
okay.
So what you do is you go onto his channel, and
Here,
then you click more,
I'm
and then
got
it'll go
so
down. Then you click on merch, and you can see the different stuff that I think there's like 7 items there.
yeah, I got
I
it.
want the windbreaker. Hey,
Well,
April.
I would love to get merch too. I just have no funds right now. But here's the thing. Let me just stop sharing, and I'll share Seth's. But go support Seth if anybody can, absolutely. But I'm talking as far as like streaming conversations. Like, I I don't want to dive into things that are silly just for clicks and views. Like, I need
Right.
new
Yeah.
conversation. Like, I'm happy to
Yeah.
discuss Sebastian. I just wish I had more insight into facts
Yeah.
that we can discuss, because I
Yeah.
just, like, I don't want to make things up just for stories. Like, that just gets silly, and I see some channels doing that. I just don't want to do that. Like, I don't want
Yeah.
to
And
do that.
I don't want to dive into drama. That's not going to help us bring Sebastian home. The only thing that we can do, like we've been doing, is discussing schools, discussing, different homeless camps, different places that he could have gone, that's really, we've exhausted. The search has been exhausted with the woods and the waterways and things like that. So we've got
I
to,
really feel it's residential home.
so click on explore the collection.
Okay.
Yeah. See the windbreaker? Oh my God, I love that.
Oh yeah, I love it too.
Click on it. You can see if you click on it, you'll be able to see like the back.
Can you see it? Because I'm not looking at the screen.
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay. Oh, nice.
Look at that. I love that. That's so cool.
It is
That is
nice.
so cool. Yeah.
That's a great idea, Seth, if he's still here. I love that. That's a great idea. And when we're out looking for Jack and Lily, there's no reason we can't wear Sebastian's. Like, who knows?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because
there's other things on there. Like he's got
I'll go through it. I'll go through it.
Yeah, he's got hoodies and shirts, water bottles, like that.
Well, let's go up from we'll go up from the top. The travel bag. Okay,
yeah,
we'll go from the top. So $43.75, showing Canadian dollars. Nice. I need one of these.
Isn't that cool?
Seth, if you're listening,
be a walking flyer. You can just be a walking billboard for Sebastian, no matter where you're at. You just never know. Just like when we were talking about that Connor Jack, 3 years he went missing. He was 16, out of California.
Yeah,
they found him outside of a store, and the only reason why they ever even found that was Connor Jack, who had been missing for 3 years, is because the police officer fingerprinted him. And had the police officer not fingerprinted him, he'd still be missing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Can you ask Seth if we can share this link? His merch link? Can I share his merch link?
Yeah, of course you can.
Okay. Yeah, I just hate to do anything without anybody's permission,
No, that's fine. That's what it's for. And so Seth did not set the prices. This has been set for him. Yeah,
I like this one. I like that one.
Yeah, I do too.
I
love the moon.
Oh, and it's in different colors. Oh, I like the
Yes.
purple.
Yeah, you can get it in all different colors.
I like the purple. I
Hey,
really
Fruit
like
Fly,
this.
honey. Good to see
I,
y'all. Thank you for coming in. Yeah,
okay,
he
let's
didn't set the prices, so don't
there's
get all
t-shirts.
upset about the prices.
56. Listen, it's gotta be shipped. Things are not cheap anymore. They're probably
Right.
high quality. They've got different pictures
Exactly.
on them, and they got to get somewhere and they've got to be high quality. So that's
I love.
the
So
reality.
what is on the sleeve? Does it show us what's on the sleeve? Are
I'm
those
trying to
what is
hang on, see if I can. It looks like
is that
a bird's
Sebastian's
tail. Is
Army?
that?
Sebastian's Army. Okay,
Yeah,
so yeah. Okay, cool. That's neat. I like that on the arms. That's cool.
yeah. Browse all. Okay, so let's go back up, and then we've got a flag. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
45. That's nice. We can just.
Oh, buds.
Oh my God. But I guess
Yeah.
my challenge is what do we talk about? Like okay, I'm gonna add this in the
The map and
chat.
trying to find him places that he could be. I was looking on his map yesterday, and I ended up in Lebanon, Tennessee, at a different camps. So it's just that's all we can really talk about is places that we can find him.
Seth, do you want to come up and chat? I'd
He
love to meet. I'd love to meet you.
he won't.
You
He
won't.
won't.
You're
I'm
welcome.
trying to. He don't want to give. He don't want to give. Yeah.
Well, I'm sure if he wants, people would love to hear from Seth. Like, how can we help? Like, I will add this link, and Donna will remind me because I keep forgetting for the Find Me group link too to promote that on the lives. So we will promote this link every live if you'd like, Seth.
Yes.
And but I really want to get into like really deep diving the residential homes. I just feel I can't ignore my vision. I don't know why
Yeah.
I want to cry now because I feel so attached to this case. I can't ignore my visions. And he's near water. Like I'm almost positive of it because I told you the last vision I had is him was in the same bathing suit my grandson was wearing when I took him to the beach the day before. And that's because Spirit's trying to like show me there's a connection because they focused in on the shorts before I even saw it was Sebastian. And then I could see Sebastian was wearing the shorts, not my grandson. And he was trying to walk, but it looked like he was walking against the wind. In other words, he wasn't being captive, like kidnapped captive, but he was
Yeah.
somewhat restricted. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And anyways,
Another creator on YouTube. People watch him a lot, and he messaged me. It could have been last weekend, and he said, "I've never had but two dreams about Sebastian, and they've both been like he feels like Sebastian is homeless." And I told him, that's what I've been going back and forth to that Connor Jack story and thinking, wow, if he was told, which we don't know for sure that Sebastian was told this, but we have an idea of how Chris could have been, and Chris could have definitely told him, "You're going to end up homeless. You're going to end up homeless." And
well,
if you tell an autistic child that, they hear, "I'm homeless. I'm going to be
well, I
homeless."
also
They don't like
remember
change.
remember when I told you I heard something about like a circus, like
Yeah.
traveling
Yeah, I remember
circus?
that. I remember you saying that. And I was like, well, maybe he's doing
Like
something like that.
that's weird though. I
But
still
like
in
Seth
my
said, why wouldn't Sebastian call unless he was threatened? Don't you dare, because if you do, this, and that is going to happen. Don't do it.
well, okay, so Kitty asked me a few months ago, what Sebastian told me, because Seth, I don't know if you want to answer this, but I really believe Sebastian had psychic abilities, and I am positive I have telepathically communicated with him. I have telepathically communicated before with my Reiki master teachers. Okay, and I have my girlfriend we're going to stay with, Jen, in Truro, was there. She'll tell you and validate it, okay?
Yeah.
I got goosebumps. But he told me, I told you to stop fucking looking for me. I'm sacrificing myself from my mom. That's word for word what I fucking heard.
Yeah.
And I do believe with all of my being that KP was telling him at Texas Roadhouse that the plan was he needed to go away because of Faith and the custody battles and CPS and all that.
Right.
And they fucking guilted him into believing he was the problem. I firmly believe that.
Exactly. And see, you can't, Sebastian has autism and the 6q27 chromosomal deletion. And we know that, you know, early on, there was a woman that came on Facebook and said that her son goes to school with Sebastian and said that he was telling her son that he was going to go and hide away from the teachers and his parents. Now, if Chris was telling him that he was going to be homeless, it's just like what they told, what someone told Connor Jack, that he was going to be homeless. He was a pilgrimage, and that's what he became. And even after he got found, or, you know, after he was found, he still didn't want to go home. I don't think that Sebastian had a good day. No matter what we see him, you know, he did not have a good day. I know that he didn't. He didn't get to bowl. That's what he wanted to do. He didn't have a good day. And he was going through a lot of changes. There was things going on, you know, they had just had a parent-teacher conference. There was things going on with Chris and Katie and Nina and Faith. He was in the middle of all that. Plus, he was having to switch school. So there's a lot of change going on. And for an autistic kid, they will spaz out. They don't like change. Period.
Well, especially if he's told he's being sent away to a residential school against his will. Holy crap.
Or, you know, hey, you're going to be homeschooled. Hey, it doesn't, you know, even though Seth could have told him, hey, you're not in trouble. This is, you know, this is a good thing. For Sebastian, he's thinking, I don't like the change. I don't want to change. I like my teachers. I don't want to do, you know, I don't want to go anywhere. Why do they want me to go somewhere? Why does my mom and stepdad not want me here? I'm a problem. Let me take care of this problem. But like Seth said, why wouldn't he call unless he was threatened? But the end game for Sebastian to be alive and for them not to get in any trouble, would be the end game. I don't know how it would have happened. What'd she do? Kick him out? You know, kick him out on the way home. You know, he leaves in the middle of the night. You know, people say I can't get over the lights. He's left in the middle. You know, but all those cameras and not one of them called him.
Right.
And the weirdest thing too is you when you go to sleep, you leave a porch light on. But they had no lights on at all. That house was completely dark, blackened out. She didn't even have a porch light on, which is weird to me.
Well, this is it, Bubbly Beth. And that's also why, and he also mentioned the church, and that's why when we did the deep dive into residential schools, I didn't look at it, admittedly, as an option, because I thought it was like, how could they do, like, I mean, it just didn't seem like a legitimate organization. And then we did that deep dive, and holy smokes. Yeah. If you haven't seen that, go back and follow that live. Go listen to it, because it's scary as F. It's scary as F. And it makes me feel like it's way more likely than not. Like, because they were discussing it. Yeah. Was this event weekend a normal routine or just, yes. Well, this is it, right? It was absolutely pre-planned, in my opinion. I mean, this was pre-planned. This, in my opinion. Well, see, that's the thing. Why hasn't he called Seth?
How did nobody know that, you know, that Connor Jack nobody saw him. They were looking for him.
It happens all the times. It happens all the
It
time.
happens all the time, y'all. It's a mental health. All the homeless people have mental health issues. We don't know that he's in even in the country. We don't know where Sebastian's at.
Okay, but
You
then
know?
but that falls into the narrative that they didn't send him away, that he ran away, and I just can't. Those two just look like they look like they're just fuckers. I can't even. Sorry, I'm gonna swear.
I knew it. I knew it was gonna come out.
I fucking hate them. Like I fucking hate them. I probably physically try to punch Chris if I.
No,
He is
Leanne,
such
don't say
a
that.
vile. No, I'd probably kick him in the nuts, and I mean, I know I'd get hit back, but the shit he pulled on Cluminati the other night, it's just, what the
Yeah.
fuck is wrong with you? You're a fucking idiot. You're a fucking loser, fucking idiot. Like,
Yeah.
who fucking does that? Who goes out? It's not Halloween, you fucking goof. You and
It's-
like, anyways,
he is
I
so
just
he's so disrespected Sebastian. Let's take Seth out of the picture. That was such a disrespect to Sebastian. I can't even imagine if my ex-husband, his new girl, and saying shit to my kids, or my kids would not know. We don't do stuff like that. We don't we respect our kids. You got to respect your kids. You can't be talking about the other parent. All that does is put them in the middle and hurts their heart. And that was really, really bad. I mean,
but that's my point. Like, they have to be guilty.
I couldn't believe it. But then I thought, why can't you believe it, Jennifer? He's an asshole.
Well, you know what I think it is? What I picked up energetically was, first of all, Seth, good on you for screaming at Craddock, and when you guys were outside, I think that fucking ruffled his fucking feathers. He didn't. FBI did not write that article. Craddock did, and you know what that was? Chris was fucking gloating. I got them to fucking post that, despite your fucking efforts. See, they're on my fucking side. To me, that was him going, I can be as guilty as fuck, you fucker, and you ain't gonna fucking catch me because I got connections. I got fucking connections. That's, to me, what the message was.
It's trashy. It's trashy. I mean, it just shows just how trashy they are. For one, they're on the trashiest YouTube channel, and for two, he's trash. And she is right there. She is right. She was right there.
Clueless and clitoris. Yeah.
I mean, Katie was right there with Chris. She was there too.
Clueless and clitoris. They're fucking gross.
Yeah.
The Clueless Clitoris Clan. Fuck. Fuck.
So we're not
Sorry.
gonna be like them. This is a different type of channel. We actually, have
it is a different type of channel, but those two are subhuman. They're all subhuman. Like, they don't even deserve to be clitoramus.
Yeah, Fruit Flies, right. That channel deserves no recognition at all. We just, So,
but it just goes to show you who they are. Like, it's disgusting and vile. How, if they really thought he ran away, would they be doing that? Of course not.
No,
they planned it.
Disrespect. I look at Katie, and I think, how disrespectful are you to your child when he is around? Look at what you're acting like, and he's not even here. He's missing. The number one advocate, the mother, but she is mute. She's a mute.
Did somebody send that to the FBI? There, you're enabling this behavior. You know, the FBI should be aware of that video. This is the behavior your post is enabling. This is the behavior your post is enabling.
All the people that think it's so cute, they're disgusting too.
I can't even believe they have a following.
They shouldn't even have kids.
I'm still astounded Terry Lynn actually switched sides and has people that follow her. Like, what the fuck? Like, I can't.
She stays up for freaking 14 hours. I mean, she is. They must all be on the same prescription. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. Anna, isn't it like effing fucker?
About a child. Definitely.
I've blocked them all. I can't stand them. I only found out about the video, Jen, because you sent it to me, and then I had to find it, like, look at it somewhere else to actually see what it was. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Anyways, for Halloween, we should all dress up like KP and CP and really show their disgustingness. They're
The
fucking
number one
ignorant.
advocate should be Katie, and she's not. She
Oh,
doesn't advocate for her kid. She does not advocate for her kid. We see mothers that are distraught, that are looking for their missing kid. Not her. Not her. She would rather be hanging out with the trashiest people, doing trashy things, looking like trash. That's how she respects her son. Oh God,
yeah,
it's disgusting. But yeah, let's get off of that subject because
okay.
it's just gonna
Yeah.
upset us and make us sick. But I love
No,
the
it's
fact.
that's all that needed to be said.
Yeah, I agree. I think that this is a beautiful thing where we can look and we can get merchandise and we can be a walking billboard, a walking flyer for Sebastian.
Yeah.
This is more productive to be talking about. You know, more productive to be talking about Lily and Jack and
Yes.
the things that we know about that case too, because you know we've got and the other thing I want to say is that for all the people that will say that Sebastian or these other kids, if you don't have a missing kid and you are coming on a channel, you're going on a forum, what have you, and you say that kid is dead, there are people like parents that watch that. And I think that we should be more responsible with the things that we say, the things that we put out, because if you say that and you don't have any proof, what if it was your child? Do you want to read? Do you want to read about your missing kid being dead? No, you don't.
Well,
So
well,
you know,
no,
people should be
no.
more responsible with what they put out of
Well,
their
yeah,
mouth.
nobody has the right to claim one or the other because nobody freaking knows. Shit, the FBI don't even have a fucking clue. I mean, they're
Yeah.
clueless. They basically might as well have written, we're fucking clueless. I mean, to me, that did not look like a productive FBI announcement. Like, we don't have
Yeah.
a fucking clue. We're utterly useless, is basically what it said. You know?
Right.
In
Right.
so many words, we're fucking useless. So, like, none of us know better than they, and they don't have a clue.
Right.
So that's the thing I was saying at the beginning of the channel. You know, we have to also, when it comes to this eyewitness account, if we go back to that, I don't know if you want to talk about this missing child case that I pulled up that you wanted to talk about as well, but none of us have the right to dismiss any theory. We can have our opinions, but none of us should be factually saying
Right.
Sebastian's alive, he's not. Jack and Lily are not in Saskatchewan. This lady's ridiculous. Like, you
Yeah.
cannot. These children cannot risk because your words in a chat or your attitude, one, would scare other people from potentially coming forward because they don't want the
Right.
fallout. And
Right.
two, like maybe somebody sees that your video and dismisses somebody that they may have saw that had a connection to one of these missing kids. Like, you don't know. So we do have to be socially responsible, you know?
I think so too. I think so. I think, you know, as grown folk, we should.
Well, yeah. Well, yeah.
I don't know if
Okay.
that little kid, I don't know. Are you talking about Liam King? I don't know. I'm wondering if he's been
Yeah.
found yet. I'm wondering if he's been found yet. I only drew one angle and I stopped because I was doing other things.
Okay.
Let me see if he's
Yeah.
been found.
I have a feeling he's going to be found fairly quickly.
7. I think he's 7.
Yeah, 7.
Nonverbal. Yep.
I know. Yeah. I can pull it up if you want. But if we didn't work on it, we can do it another day.
I don't think he's been found yet.
Okay, let's watch it for a minute.
Okay.
Pull up the article. Well, we'll pull up the article for a minute. So if we decide we want to watch, you know, and see if he's not found, we can also cover this case. So this is a 7-year-old Liam King. Is it Asheboro? Asheboro, North Carolina. Authorities in Randolph County are searching for 7-year-old Liam King, who was last seen in Asheboro near Forest Hills Drive, wearing a light blue, black, and gray Nike sweatshirt, a gray Nike t-shirt, blue Sonic socks, and tan sneakers. He was last seen yesterday morning.
Here tonight, law enforcement just outside our area is looking for a young child with disabilities. The Randolph County Sheriff's Office, that's just next to Moore County, says a nonverbal 7-year-old wandered off today. This right here, this is a picture of Liam King. Your phone may have sent you an alert about his disappearance. He was last seen in Asheboro wearing a light blue and black hoodie along with black sweatpants. Deputies say he might run off. If you try to approach him, call 911 if you see him. New tonight.
There you go.
So sad.
It
looking-
is.
This looks like him. It looks like, hold on, is that him? Looks like he's got long hair. Hold on. This is a new photo of him. Dang.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Look at his hair, because his hair is down to his
Yeah.
shoulders, they said, eh?
Yeah, and I think
And-
it's a ponytail right there. It's very long.
Yeah, and it's very remote, the area. I pulled it up on the map just to look at it quickly. I'll see if the memory is saved on the address here. Yeah, because it is extremely remote.
Non-verbal.
I know. So if we go and look, this was just the random address that JLR plugged in. We don't know where on this road he lives.
I'm
But
looking.
that-
I think I've actually got a home now that I can try to find.
Okay.
I may try to find that one. See, it looks like I'm gonna try to find that home on that road.
Let me see it. I'm just not on
See if-
screen. Hang
see if,
on.
see if we can find it, because it's going to give us an exact.
Okay.
I can find it. I'm sure. I got the rising and the descending. The rising is actually going south, right southwest, right there.
Okay.
Is that
Just
it?
tell me
Hold
when you. There's.
That's the one that is shown on this on here. That's the home. So I don't know if that's the exact home or not, but that's what's on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I just randomly picked that address, but I mean, it's a dead end road. Look at it.
Yeah.
I think JLR mentioned a creek, but I went and looked at the creek. It's so small. I don't think that there's a risk for the creek, really and truly. I think it's probably mostly dried up. It's
Yeah.
pretty tiny. But what is this? Is this an old train track? What is that? See that? What is that?
Yeah. I have no idea.
It's
That
like
don't look
bales.
like
It
Right
looks like
track.
bales of hay. What the heck is it?
Yeah. I don't know. I can't tell.
That's weird.
Yeah.
So that's the end of the road where it switches. And then, do you think that's the house, Jen? And
I
then
don't know.
up here, there's this creek, which looks like you can't see the water.
Yeah.
So I don't think they're right there. This Reedy Creek that JLR was mentioning, but it's not. Look at it. It's not significant. In fact, there's just a culvert. I went on to look on the Google Maps on the road, and it's just like a little culvert, like the big pipes that go under the road. Like
Yeah.
it's just one of those runoffs. Like it's to the creek. There's no bridge. It's really small. So I don't think that's a risk. I think they would have found him if he was in the creek.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, it's pretty dense. It's look at the end of the road where it goes to. It's just
Like that
forest.
is a lot of woods. It's rising. The missing event is actually rising in Scorpio. It's rising.
It does look like hay. It rising in Scorpio, which means
Well, it means, the eighth house of death, rebirth, regeneration, other people's money, things that are hidden, the investigation, trash, pond. I don't see a pond around there though.
no, there isn't. I looked at that's
Very
why
big, yeah.
there's really very little water or anything. Look at I'm zooming way out. There's no water markings anywhere. this doesn't feel like I don't have a feeling of, I don't yet have a feeling, let me
I don't
just
know if they
say. I
have
don't,
other kids, siblings. It was very vague. The information that has come out so far is just very. It's not a whole lot of information that's coming out. So
no. And I don't know if there's other, I don't know. I don't get foul play here. Do you? I don't pick that up yet. Like, I don't get that energy.
I don't. I haven't really looked at the chart that much. I'm always skeptical. I'm always skeptical when a kid goes missing at 7 years old. And I mean, one case right after the other, and these kids are, being offed by their mom.
It's just, I don't know. It's a disgusting time. It's a
Yes.
disgusting time. I think, that's the Emmanuel Harrow case too. I think, I don't know, man. I think we need to tighten the laws. And I
I
really
think so
think,
too.
I
I
think
think
the
so too.
and I'm sorry, and I realize the FBI probably, it's not a practical solution right now, but God
Yeah.
willing, I think the FBI shouldn't be involved in every single missing person child case. Like, they can be across country by the time they get their shit together. Like, we have major trafficking rings here. Like, what
Yeah.
the frig are
Yeah.
we
I mean,
doing about it?
it's
Like,
insane. It's insane the amount of kids that are going missing that are not being found. The
yeah,
parents are the last one to see them, and then they just vanish. So I don't know. I don't know if this kid, if the parents are speaking out. I don't know if they're if he has siblings. The neighbors. I mean, he left at 11 a.m. They go inside, they come out, he's gone.
well, this is it.
You know.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. It's the same, it's very remote. It's like the Jack and Lily situation
Yep.
where it's just so remote. I think it's hard for police to fathom that he didn't just get lost,
Right.
you know?
Yeah.
But okay. So let's go back to where we were. Are we okay to move on?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm fine with it because I want to.
Or she-
I want to hear more. I want to wait until we have more information, and if Liam isn't found today, then I'll map him more tonight and really dive into his case.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so now for anybody coming in here new in the last few minutes, please do all the YouTubey things. Please
Yeah.
subscribe to Jen's channel. Please go check out the merch. Jonna, can you post that link up again, please, or in one of the mods for Seth Rogers' channel for Sebastian. I'm happy if you want to cover Sebastian tomorrow, Jen. I'm happy to do that.
Okay.
I think we need to organize before we jump on screen a little bit to really figure out like how are we going to go through the residential home list? Because I mean, shit. I mean, if we,
I'm about
I mean,
to. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna create a master template, the master chart for homeless. I just haven't done that yet, and I'm not real sure what organization
okay.
I would use as a template. So I don't know if it would be the Salvation Army or what that template would be. Do you like it, Jeff? Thanks. Thanks. I know a guy that can hang lights.
Oh, I know a creepy guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I,
put this link on here too.
I'll tell you about that later. You
Oh
missed it
yeah.
last.
Oh
You missed
yeah.
it on. You missed it on the live last night. Yeah, it's getting ridiculous. Yeah. Whole other
Yeah, we
conversation.
probably have
Okay,
to talk about that.
let's listen to this. Yeah, I'm gonna have to call the cops soon. It's pretty bad. Okay, let's listen.
In this video, we are talking to a woman by the name of Kara who came into the channel and is 1,000% certain that she met and spoke with Lily back in June at a park in Saskatchewan. Why I share this is while it's important for police to issue missing person reports, it's my belief that it is equally important to promote and publicize those people who firmly believe that they have seen a missing person, a person that's been reported as missing. possibly 99% chance it is a lookalike. I covered the Michael Dunahee story out of Victoria. I cannot tell you how many photographs the Victoria police received that were Michael Dunahee lookalikes. And these children looked absolutely identical. So while that can be the case, it's so important to promote these sightings because there may be that 1% or that 0.5% chance that the person who says they saw a missing person, in fact, did see that person. So we share this with just that information for you and to put it out there so that if anybody else witnesses this man and this little girl or also witnessed this, it may serve the police in their investigation or not. Do you know the family, Kara? Like personally, do you know them? Okay. And you live in Saskatchewan, I take it, correct?
Okay, so if you have concerns and you think there's red flags, I was just gonna say let me know, but Lola's already on it. Okay, let's listen. I'm gonna listen for that. Let us know.
Okay. And when was this? After they went missing? 2 weeks. Okay, so you saw them 2 weeks after they went missing. Okay.
She just showed up
And
on her
where
channel.
did you see them specifically? Like what town in Saskatchewan and where? Like if it was a store, if it was a mall. Okay, Jack was not with them. It was in Regina. Okay. And
So Jack wasn't with them. I don't think she ever said she was afraid to call the police, but let's listen in a little bit longer.
was it what store was it in, or what gas station, or what restaurant, or like at a park? Okay, which park? Hello.
Hi, can you hear me?
I can, yeah.
Okay, hi. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Yes, we seen her. Like, I actually conversed with her. So I live in a small area in Regina, and I was following the story for a while. We live in a small community where we're very close knit. Like, everybody knows each other. All the kids, they all go to either the Catholic or the public school. And I took my boys there. I have 3 kids, 3 little boys. And there was this guy that was there, and he was very like strange looking. Like, have you ever seen that movie Men in Black?
Yeah.
And you know the one guy like that has like the alien in his brain or whatever? Like, he was very big. Like, he had red hair. I can describe him to a T.
So the reason I'm interested in this is because, again, I've said before, my visions I trust like with 100%. Like I do. These are not, I don't create the visions. They're downloads, and it's up to me to interpret them correctly and figure out what they mean. But this woman, I've come on here and said I've had 2 visions of Jack and Lily. The first vision, I told everybody, I called the RCMP May 8th, that I had a vision of the kids being led by, and I connected with Jack for some reason, and they were being walked and led through a field. I've talked about this multiple times, heading towards water. It looked almost like farming field, like tall grass. And then they were going left, and that I asked Jack who was walking them, and he said, Uncle Larry, we're going to Uncle Larry's barn. So this woman talks about the fact that she says they're with an uncle they barely know. And then I gave you my second vision when I said a redheaded man stormed into the kitchen, was fighting with Malaya. And she talks about the man that they're with looks, the way she describes is like the vision I had. This is why I'm interested. So unless this woman has seen my visions on my channel and is making this story up, it's hard for me to just ignore right now. So, there are explanations. Like, I'll say things about in error all the time. So let's just be a little bit more discerning and a little less dismissive until
agree.
we listened to it in full.
And he had like this little kid with him, and I'm looking around and I'm talking to the other parents, and we were kind of making a joke about it because I was like, who's like creep is this? Like, why is this guy like watching this kid, like stalking this kid? And this little kid came running over because my child.
So she doesn't explain it eloquently, and I've heard other people say, like, who says that? Whose creep is this? The guy that was with this girl was so creepy that's how she described him from the get-go.
Right.
So it's not the most eloquently worded, but I don't think that's cause for whose creep is this? Is like, it's a way of saying, like, who's this fucking creepo with a kid? Like, the kid's the innocent first party. The guy with the kid is a creepy feeling.
Right.
So I don't think that's weird. I don't dismiss that like other people have been dismissing it. I just
is
I
6
don't-
years old. Yeah. And he didn't really pay attention to her, but my 4-year-old like instantly took a huge liking to her. And my boys were playing soccer with their dad, and I was with another mom, and she came over and she was on the swing, and she's like, "Will you push me?" And I said, "Absolutely, I'll push you." And I looked at her, I said, "You're not from around here, are you?" Because like I said, all like my community, everybody knows each other. So when somebody's at the park and we don't recognize them, we're going to question like, "Where are you from?" Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, this kid jumped off the swing and turned so that her back was facing the person that was with her, because he didn't say a word. He was just staring, like a dead stare, like not letting this child out of his sight, but he didn't belong there. Like, it was just very strange. So I was pushing her, and she goes, "No, we're not from around here." And I said, "Well, sweetie, where are you from?" "Well, I know that we're not from around here. I live far away." I said, "Okay." I said, "Who are you here with?" "That guy over there."
So the thing that strikes me in this, and Jen, feel free to jump in and interject. The thing that strikes me about this that I find the most suspect that nobody has mentioned here once yet is Lily is suspected to be autistic. So her way of communicating, I don't feel, given how the parents have described it, would be as fluid as this lady is describing. That for me is the biggest red flag here.
Yeah.
Like, she doesn't say, she seemed like she seems too old and too aware and too calm given her age, if she is a little delayed, which Mama has said.
Right.
That's the part.
We definitely saw her,
Yeah.
screaming. But I mean,
Right?
Yeah.
Right? So
Yeah.
that, to me, I haven't heard one person make mention of, but to me, that's the glaring piece. Like, I think if you see a child, and if they, I don't know how Sebastian would present, but I'm sure I would be able to say, maybe had some, slight, challenge with the communication and
Right.
trust, and,
Yeah.
maybe there was a verbal communication issue, and especially with Lily, because we've seen her, like you said, and so I don't know. That part seems odd to me. That
And she
seems.
pointed to
Do you want to say anything, Jen?
No, I mean, I totally agree.
Okay.
this dude, and I'm like, "That guy over there? Yeah, that's my uncle, but I don't know him very well." I said, "Oh, okay. So where's your mom?" "Oh, me and my mom live in a car."
So that's the part I told the police. My vision was they were being taken to Uncle Larry's barn. Now, we also know Malaya has family that's been in jail. Is this a distant relative?
Yeah. I mean, that's the truth. She was freaking spazzing out, but that's, that's the autism. That's her being on the spectrum. And
Right.
Did I hear her say, "Oh, that's my uncle and I don't really know him"?
No, Lola. So that's the thing, okay? But the guy,
Did she just say that? Yeah, it's my uncle, but I don't really know him. That's
yes,
kind of
but
odd.
well, no, because in my vision, there's two men. Remember my vision of the guy that I saw, and I described to the police what long, almost black-like hair was. I gave them that statement May 8th before I even knew
Right. I remember
that Malaya was Native.
Mhm.
Malaya was Native.
Yeah.
So I think maybe one of Malaya's family members took for safety, removed them, which is the uncle, the man that I saw in the vision. My second vision was of a man bursting into the cabin that she describes as the man in the park. She literally describes, I've described him here on this channel, and I told the police, I had a vision of argument. I see this guy presenting a piece of paper. He burst into their trailer. Now, again, this could be symbolic, right? And the RCMP, he's clearly worked with psychics, because he even asked me, well, is this a fictitious barn that he's taken into? I said, I don't know. Is this their real uncle? I said, I'm not sure, but they certainly don't seem shy or nervous. Like there was some sort of introduction or familiarity or something, like they weren't afraid when they were walking. But could that person have, I've always said there was two men, there was a handoff. And so did he hand them off to this guy? Because the redhead she describes, even the balding, okay? Like think of Prince Harry and the balding and the red, the ginger. Maybe not quite as ginger, but similar, but big, like big build, tall, construction boots. I said the whole thing. I've said it on the live, and this woman describes them the same way, this man. So that's what
I'm like Toronto Cat. I don't think that Lily would be that verbal. I don't think that she would be talking a lot like that. But I don't know. I mean, what do we know? We don't know them.
Well, this is what my question is. This is it. Like, but again, I don't want to say it's not true. You know, because we can't afford for this not to be taken seriously. That's why I sent it to the RCMP. Now, and Jen, I've shown you, he's responded to me within hours every time. He has not responded to me this time. And to me, it's actually only twice he's not responded to me. And that was both times I sent him a lead that came in from, well, the other one I told you about, Jen. That a lead that came in that I thought was sus. But to me, when he doesn't respond, that's an indirect way. That's what I'm picking up of him saying it's been maybe already invalidated. Right?
Yeah.
But
I did put this alleged sighting on the map. And there is a you know, when I map a missing person or a fugitive, it's going to show the past, the present, and the future. Anything that would be significant with the case is going to pull. I mean, we can't make it up. It's going to pull it.
So do we want to go? Let's look at the map and see.
Yeah, whenever you get done, you know, let's look at the map so we can decipher. You know,
Okay, let's listen a little longer. I'll stop talking.
And I said, what? Yes, we live in a car. And I'm like, well, that's kind of strange. It's a gray car and it has a broken windshield. Like this kid is just like telling me their life story. I said, okay, so where is your mom right now? Oh, she's supposed to pick me up. And I said, well, when is she picking you up? I'm not sure, but I've gone to sleep and she still hasn't come to pick me up. And I said, oh, okay. Not really thinking anything of it. Like I have 3 children of my own that I'm trying to like watch at the same time. Anyway, we go to leave. And this little girl throws herself off the swing, but not like, you know, like by accident, like to purposely try to hurt herself as if to get attention. Like, oh, maybe if I do this. She was very scared. And it was funny because I was talking to my husband and I said, where do I know this kid from? Like, eyes don't lie. I'm like, I know this kid from somewhere. Like, where do I know this kid? Anyway, we go to leave. And then all of a sudden I'm turning back and I'm calling for my 8-year-old. And I said, come on, we got to go right now. And this guy is dragging this kid by the arm. You won't even believe what they were driving. He was driving one of those like disability, like buses kind of. So like a disability, like where they come and the ramp comes out on the side. You know what I mean? Like the guy's he's dressed in Carhartts. And it was so freaking strange to me. I come home and all of a sudden, like, I'm like, where do I know this? I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, hon. And he's like, what? And I said, you want to know who that kid was? And I pulled up the pictures of Lily and Jack and I said, look it. And instantly he's crying. Okay. And I'm crying because I'm freaking out because you can tell my eyes don't lie. Like you can, very distinct eyes, the way the child was talking. So I'm doing my own research, right? And I'm like, okay, well, I said, the car that this child was describing looks exactly like the car when they did the aerial view of the house, like to a T. I have screenshots that I saved onto my phone for it because I was conversing with the RCMP. I called the RCMP the next day. First, I talked to one of the detachments, but then I had the head of the RCMP in Nova Scotia call me. And he's like, hey, well, it says here that you did get in touch with the Regina Police. And I said, absolutely. And also the RCMP detachment out there. And I said, yes. He's like, did anybody come to your house? I said, yes, an officer came here and took a statement. He's like, well, you know what? And I said, what's that? He's like, we can't seem to find that officer, and we cannot find any record of a police officer coming to your house. It was so, like, I was floored. Like, I was bawling. I said, well, does that make sense to you? And he's like, well, not really. We're trying to figure it out. I said, well, what does make sense to me is that these little kids are missing. There's no Amber Alert out for them, and you guys aren't seeming to be doing your job. Okay, so I'm a mother of 4 boys in total. I had my little brother.
So in total, so there's a qualifier here. There's a qualifier here in total. So she's justifying why she said 3 and then 4, right? There's 4 in total. And I get this, and Jen, you probably do too. When you're an A-type personality, okay, I was trained personalities in DISC profiling when I was a coach with Keller Williams, okay? I'm a type D personality, which is bold, to the point, don't fucking waste my time. Okay?
Right.
Don't waste my time. And so when I speak, because I hate my time wasted, my kids would tell you if they were to walk in the door right now, they'd jump on the line and validate right now that when I speak, I'll skip stuff because it's like, I'll skip the fluffy shit because it's like, I don't want to waste my time or your time. Like, sometimes I don't clearly explain the full, I just skip parts of a storyline. One is ADHD, and 2 is just freaking impatient. So I think she's justifying there. That's my intuition, that she's justifying in total. She might have 1 stepson, but
Yeah.
Yeah, why wait till the next day?
Yeah. That's weird.
It is weird. I don't like that either. But I'm not saying it's true or not. I'm just, like, again, the part that got me is the visions, because wait till she describes the man.
When he was in kindergarten, he was actually taken right out of our backyard and trafficked. And we didn't find him for good 3.5 months. But when a child, like, being a mom, that was that little girl, and it haunts me. I'm telling you, to this day, it haunts me. And then I was watching all the other videos about, like, them saying, oh, he doesn't have family in the West. Well, you know what? Why would you even say that? Because that little girl, that was that little girl. The next day we went back to the park to see if this child would come back with him. I'm standing there and I'm talking to this other mother, and she's like, you want to know something strange? I said, what's that? She's like, that little kid that was here. And I said, right. And I didn't say anything. I didn't coerce her into saying anything. She looks at me, she's like, that was that little girl that went missing. I said, right? Thank you, 100%. So because my kids conversed with her, this is what I did. I woke up in the morning, I showed a picture of Lily to my 6-year-old. I said, do you know this kid? And they're like, no, not really. Then my little 4-year-old, because he actually was playing with her, I showed the picture and I said, do you know this little girl? That's my friend from the park, Mommy. That's my friend. It was crazy. It was bizarre. Like, I know it sounds crazy, but I'm telling you, that was the little girl. 100%. I know it was.
Do you remember, or did you make a note of you said the head of the Nova Scotia RCMP? I'm assuming it was Major Crimes. Do you remember who you spoke to?
No, but what I can do is I can actually go and I'll take a look at all of, like, I have all the callers, like I screenshotted everything. I'm on an iPhone and stuff, but like I said, it's from June, but I can get all that information out to you. Okay. And it says right here, did the RCMP identify himself? Of course he did. And did you take a picture? No, I didn't, because I was at a park with 3 of my own children. Yeah. So I'm trying to, and their dad's useless. So, I mean, I'm trying to talk to this kid, and they left quite quickly. It was like the guy knew, like, because I was trying to look at him figuring it out. And I'm pretty blunt. I'm like, whose creek does this belong to? Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's there and he doesn't belong there. And he doesn't look like he has children. It was very strange to me. And he was he was kind of scary looking. And as soon as that kid, like, I replay our conversation over, I'm with my uncle, but I don't know him very well. And I'm just like, this is not making sense to me. This is not. And believe me when I say I think about it all the time, because I don't understand why it wasn't investigated further.
Okay. What was the name of the park you were at?
It was Eastview Community Park.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
It took them, like, it was really bizarre. After I called, first I called the Nova Scotia police and she took a big statement from me. Then I called, she's like, what you need to do is you need to call your local detachment. And I said, okay, I'll do that. So first I called the Regina Police Service
This is
and they
okay.
said, okay, well, you need to call our
This has happened to me as well. And so she looks surprised that that happened. That has happened to me as well when I've been calling in true crime tips. Like when I was working on the UK case, what was his name there? I can't remember. Oh my God. Anyways, I couldn't call because you can't call from Canada to the UK on my phone without a fee. And they had only an 800 number, which isn't applicable unless you live in that country. And I couldn't even submit an online form because it's a foreign country. So honestly, it sounds fucked up, but the system is far from effing perfect. Trust me. So I'm not
I pulled
surprised
up the
that
map.
she was.
Sorry.
What's that? What's that?
I said, sorry, y'all. I pulled up the map and I think it's glitching because I pulled it up because I wanted to put in that park that she was talking about. And now I forgot what it was because it started
Yep.
glitching.
I'll go back.
What was
I'll
the
go back.
park?
East something. Hang on.
Okay.
figuring it out. And I'm pretty blunt. I'm like, whose creek does this belong to? Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's there and he doesn't belong there. And he doesn't look like he has children. It was very strange to me. And he was he was kind of scary looking. And as soon as that kid, like, I replay our conversation over, I'm with my uncle, but I don't know him very well. And I'm just like, this is not making sense to me. This is not. And believe me when I say I think about it all the time because I don't understand why it wasn't investigated further.
okay. What was the name of the park you were at?
It was Eastview Community Park.
There. And I just let me pull this off the screen so you can see because when I called the RCMP the first time, for Jack and Lily, the woman who answered the phone said, well, did you go to your local RCMP? I'm like, well, why would I go to my local RCMP when it's your case? Like, that's just what my head was thinking when she said that. Like, no, I didn't. Why would I go to Ottawa Police when this is Nova Scotia? That's how they run. That's how they operate sometimes. So I just noticed, I don't even know the woman's name for Hidden in the Fog. I just noticed she rolled her eyes at that as if she didn't believe the story. And I'm just saying it happens that way. It's happened to me that way. Did you get it, Jen?
Yeah, but that's not the one. Because this park was in Regina,
Saskatchewan. Yeah, there is one. I found it.
Okay, hold on. I'm pulling it up. Regina.
I did find it. Yeah, there is. It is there.
Community Center, Community Park. There's a community center. But not a park.
I found it.
Interesting.
But it didn't come up on the first look. So hang on.
You did? Okay, well, I'm gonna
whoops. What the hell? The hell? Sorry, Eastview. Let me pull it up. Jesus, all of a sudden Streamlabs pulled up. Eastview Park, Regina. Here, I've got it on MapQuest.
I did community. Hold on. Okay. Eastview Park on Broder Street. Okay. Okay.
Yep. You got it? Hang on. It just went somewhere else.
I got it.
It's coming up on MapQuest with all kinds of ads. It's like really annoying, but you got it?
Glitching.
Oh, lost you, Jen. We lost Jen. We lost Jen. There, let's go. We'll listen some more while we wait for Jen to come back in. Okay. I don't know what happened to Jen. Okay, let's listen in some more. I lost this too.
Okay.
Yeah.
View Community Park.
It took some, like, it was really bizarre. After I called, first I called the Nova Scotia police, and she took a big statement from me. Then I called, she's like, what you need to do is you need to call your local detective. And I said, okay, I'll do that. So first I called the Regina Police Service, and they said, okay, well, you need to call RCMP because the jurisdiction thing, right? I said, okay. So I called the RCMP. 2 days it took them to even send an officer over to my house, like 2 days. And I'm going to be honest with you, like, I've had a lot of like domestic phone calls with my ex, and they sent the same officer that actually went to school with my husband. So it was kind of a gong show. And he looks at me and he's just like, are you on drugs? Are you drunk? I said, are you kidding me? We're talking about a missing child here. This is a missing child.
When you were at the park, obviously from your story, you didn't recognize that who she was at the time, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
But I knew, like, I was staring at her because the way that she was talking to me, she was very scared. Like, she actually took herself, the way she was positioning herself around the park was so that this guy wasn't able to see what she was saying to me. Like, she would always make sure that her back was like to him. Like, I was pushing her on the swing and she jumped off the swing to turn herself around. So he was like, I was pushing her and she was going east on the swing. It was so strange. And then I just like, and I kept saying, where do I know this kid from? Where do I know this kid from? And as soon as I got home, I was like, it hit me. I was like, that is that child. That is that 100,000%. That was that child. They chopped her hair off. They had her dressed up as a little boy. And I hate to say this so blatantly, but a child at 6 years old, okay, I have a 6-year-old little boy. And if I was to put a little dress on him and cute little shoes, you would not be able to tell if he was a boy or a girl because they're still at that stage where they have that.
I don't think it's the same kids. I think there might have been something suspicious about, I don't know. I don't want to say too soon, like I said, but at this point, I'm thinking, I'm not sure that maybe what she saw looked suspicious. Like, man, kids are taken away from parents all the time. Maybe what she saw raised some flags for her, but maybe they weren't the kids. There's definitely some red flags going on if what she's describing is true. Well, this is what I'm saying, Toronto. That's what I think too, but again, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. What do you think, Jen?
I don't know. I mean, I think that it should definitely be checked out.
Yeah.
Any alleged sighting should be checked out.
I agree, but if she's known to the local police and they didn't take her seriously, I'm sure the RCMP in Halifax would. You know?
And we don't know that they haven't or are still trying to check it out. You know, we just don't know.
Well, we don't know. Well, she did contact the police, she said. So.
Yeah, I think that Mary Jane, I'm like her. She's thinking that, you know, that the child could have been scared. I mean, I'm with my uncle that I barely know. That seems a little more.
I know.
You know, I don't really know him, but we're here.
No, I know. It just. Yeah. It seems to me. Well, put in the chat. Did you pull up the graph? Have you got? Tell me when you're done.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. You can pull it up anytime.
Okay, let me pull it up because if you added this location, I want to see. Because rather than listen to the whole thing, I'm going to trust the graph. Okay. Truly, right? Like, hang on. I got so many freaking notes pinned in my. Hang on, I gotta look for search. Hang on. Pull up the chart. Here it is. If it comes close to if it's like relevant in the chart, then we'll listen to it. But at this point, I think that's the deciphering tool for me. What do you think, Jen? Like, I don't know. Like, I had to block another lady that was, you weren't here, Jen, claiming my visions as her own, claiming she was a psychic. So I blocked her, and I kind of like, so you never know. There's weirdo people here in the
Yeah.
world.
Yeah.
But okay, so what is okay, so there's this the park. You want to tell us, Jen?
Okay, so this is Canada's. Okay, so remember we were talking yesterday about the 10-degree Cancer. The 10-degree Cancer that Jack, Lily, and Canada have. Okay, so this is the opposition. This is the 10-degree Capricorn. So this is, instead of this being Canada's midheaven, it's their lowest point at home with a home in Capricorn. Older male. Is this an older male? Yes, it is. That's who we're talking about. And it's at a park. It's at a park. So the missing, go over the missing and see what that one is. The green line.
Just trying to multitask different screens.
This is opposing. This is the IC for Canada. And this is where there's a lot of transformation with the kids in Capricorn that we were discussing yesterday. So this is where the missing Cupid is. So the sun was shining in Taurus, money, values. And that's what we were talking about too. There's something having to do with money, right? So this is about the money and the values being in a good standing desires, with the desires for more responsibility, more accountability. And that is where this missing event is taking us to, right here. And Canada is right there. So I think that this is very important. I don't think that it's one that we would just,
dismiss.
assume that it's definitely a part of the energy that was around when they went missing.
Well, she claims this was about 2 weeks after they went missing.
Uh-huh. Yeah, if she had a date and a time, I mean, well, God, we can pull it up and look at the chart. But we don't.
I know.
Yeah.
No. I'm sure she could go back and look at it, I guess. I mean, if you could reach out to Hidden in the Fog, and see, because she asked her at the end of this to get her email address so she can communicate with her, because she just shows up randomly on her channel from what it seems. So what does it make you feel like? I don't know. I got energy around me right now going on. I don't know what's happening if someone's coming in as a guide, but there's something about it that's compelling me, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
She thinks they were traveling, but then she also makes note of the fact that there's a native community out there. So why would they be traveling?
So do we have any addresses that are going that direction? That would be like if you backed up and turned on the addresses. Well, the addresses are on. So it doesn't look like that there are any addresses that we've marked going in that direction, that's going toward Calgary.
Well, we have
British Columbia.
Yeah, we do. Right here.
Well,
But
I'm
they're
talking
in
about
the US.
Yeah, any
Yeah.
addresses going that way. No, we don't.
No.
What about addresses that are going from the home on that line? Let's go back down. Let's look at this conjunction, let's look at that going deep into
it's right here, right?
Yeah, let's go closer in toward the home and see if we have any addresses there. Doesn't look like it, but we may as we go deeper in, closer in. I mean, yep, nothing. We don't have anything. Well, keep on going closer. Because
these two lines right here.
Look, I haven't even drawn those in. Okay, so look at that. Go further in so we can see, because that's Daniel. That black line is Daniel.
I know. Hang on, there we go.
Daniel's
There's
going all
one.
the way out there too. So
That's
Daniel is
Earl's.
going. Okay, go in closer, Leanne. That way we can see. Okay, so these lines right there that we were just talking about. There's Daniel. I didn't draw that one out. I didn't bring it on out. So click on the black one. Okay, so that's Daniel's Venus conjunct Mars in Virgo. So it's about his values and the action that is taken that is in a good standing with all the disordered aggression that has to do with his dad and his work, his responsibility, all of that, and his public image. And it's going all the way out to the park. Interesting.
No.
That's very interesting.
Is it the same line, honey?
Yeah, it's the same lines. Yeah, it's the same one.
Okay.
I just need to bring Daniel's line out because he's going to go right over there, right over that park.
Shit.
With his dark moon, disordered aggression about an older male.
Yeah, it's right there.
At the park. Yep. But it's in a good standing with his Venus and Mars.
What does that mean?
Well, I mean, if we wanted to find the kids, we want it to be in a good standing. All the disordered aggression about him and, hurting the kid with that. This is where that disordered aggression is in a good standing.
Yeah, so it ends. You ended it right here.
Yeah, so I'll bring it on out. I will. So
okay, it could be something significant.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely meant to be. It's definitely meant to be. I just love how the lines are expressing it, whether it's them or not, whether that's an uncle or not. I mean, yeah, there's an expression and it's hovering right there. Daniel's dark moon is going to be hovering that 10-degree Cancer. 10-degree Capricorn, which opposes the kids, it opposes the kids. We were looking at that. And that took place overnight. Not that morning, overnight. We saw it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he had a beard, and she describes him, and he was heavy as shit. And I said he was wearing construction-like boots. And he was big. Like, he was big. Like, I think I described it as like a football player build, like big. And that's how she describes him.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. Like I said, I did not think this was worth dismissing. I really did not. Because of my visions. Just, I can't dismiss my visions. Like, anything else you can tell me, bullshit. But not my visions. Like, not. Like, or my channeling. Like,
Yeah.
Maybe Jamie's brother. There's definitely, go ahead, hon.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, who knows who this guy is, but it would be nice to hear her describe him and then you say, oh, or, we say, oh yeah, this is such and such. We know who she's talking about, but we don't.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, this is it. Like, and people are saying, why didn't she call the next day? Look, I told y'all, and you weren't here last night, Jen, when this went down with my.
Yeah.
It's getting scary. Like, it's getting very concerning.
That's what I was worried about when we were talking about him. Like, yeah, that's not good. You don't need a psycho.
No, but my point is, I haven't even had time to deal with it. Like, I haven't had time to deal with it. I know it sounds ridiculous, but I haven't, because I got to deal with it for a few hours on the phone. First of all, because someone's tapped into my Wi-Fi. So I want to nail that first, right? Because now I have proof of something going down here that's scary. Because otherwise I just got nothing. Like, it's just creepy, but it's not like it's nothing of a legal issue, right? So my point being, like, this woman, if she has 4 kids, like, I could see maybe not reporting it till the next day. I don't know. I'm trying to think of what would I do? Like I don't
Yeah.
even have I don't have an excuse for not calling. It's not the top of my priorities right now, as scary as it is. Thank you. I don't know who you became a member to, whose channel, but thank you. Welcome in. Thank you. Thank you. So yeah, anyway, so okay, so what do we do from here? I mean, shit. I don't know. I mean, I hope they're taking it
I mean,
seriously.
there's, yeah, I would hope so too. I would hope so too.
I'd like to see where this ends up. Looks like it's like, I mean, it's gonna go to British Columbia, Prince Rupert, it looks
Yeah.
like right?
I do have a chart for British Columbia.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. I
Prince
do.
Rupert. Well, it's not quite going north enough to Prince Rupert, but doesn't mean they can't head that way. So north of Vancouver Island, there's the Bella Coola. I mean, they could be in Calgary for all we know. You know?
Yeah. Maybe I don't.
Thank you, Rosie. And yeah, I will keep coming into the lives because I'm going for sure. Like I said, I told the RCP this morning in my email saying, check out this video. Interesting that she describes the two men I told you about in my visions. And secondly, I'm coming out in October. So in other words, if you don't want me coming out, you better say so now, because otherwise I'm coming out. He hasn't responded. So anyway, this is, yeah. So we'll keep playing it for a minute, and then tell me when we want to move into the house across the street Mike Demand looked at. I don't want to play the whole video because he did a 3-hour live, but the parcels of land that we want to look at based on the chart, and then I gave you the addresses where you can add those if you have time today, Jen. But y'all want to listen? You guys are the determining factor. Do you want to listen to the last few minutes of this sighting? We're halfway through,
Sure.
so yeah, okay. Okay, Rosie. Well, that's good to know. That's good to know.
That soft-spoken voice, just like a little girl, you can chop off her hair, and if she's wearing like little jean shorts or a little freaking rookie shirt or something to look like a boy, you're not going to be able to sit there and put her next to a boy and say, this is a boy, or this is a girl and that's a boy. You know what I mean? That's the age.
So when you were pushing her, when you were having this interaction with her, well, first of all, did you ask her name?
I didn't ask the child's name, no.
Okay.
It wasn't like, no, I wasn't thinking about that, but I was asking questions because I know she wasn't from there. Like all the kids, it's always the same kids. It's a very Indigenous community, and it's always the same kids. Like you look, and it's like all the same kids all the time. It's a lot of kids from foster homes so it's always the same parents, always. And when a handy bus is sitting there, it's like, okay, well, who's in a wheelchair? Like, just very strange. And the guy was scary, actually, because I like, who is this creep? Why is he watching these kids?
Was the man Indigenous?
He was not. He was a Caucasian male. He was tall, very stocky. He had reddish hair. He had facial hair. Yep. He was wearing Carhartts. Like, we're talking the middle of summer, and the guy's wearing Carhartts.
Sorry, what are Carhartts?
Carhartts are like what constructions worker wear, like the overalls.
Okay. So this is very like I told my first vision. I said, this whoever is in construction. Y'all do remember? So that's the part that has me really fucking weirded out, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he wasn't well dressed.
No, he looked like he just stepped off a job site.
Okay.
Yeah. And yes, her mom did sit. she kept saying, my mom said she's coming to get me. My mom said she's coming to get me. And I was like, well, when is she coming? Well, I've already slept and she hasn't come and got me yet. And I'm like, what is this kid talking about? Like, not because kids talk all the time, right? But when I came home and I was sitting there and I was replaying everything in my head, I was like, she was trying to tell me something. Like, you could tell she was trying to tell me something. She was terrified, but she was trying to do it in a way. Kids aren't stupid, right? I mean, they know how to talk in a manner when they feel unsafe without getting in trouble.
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah.
Because I have kids of my own. They do it to me all the time. Like if it's somebody about school, this kid's bullying me at school, and they'll try to act nonchalant, especially if the child's right there.
So THRG, Eastview Community Park, Saskatchewan, Regina area. And this happened, I'm sorry, when?
It was about 2 weeks after they actually went missing, because I was sitting, I'm like, why is there no Amber Alert? Like, I don't understand why they haven't put an Amber Alert out for these kids.
So May.
It floors me. It floors me.
And I mean, this is probably, a stupid question to ask because you would have said so, but you haven't seen them since, I'm assuming.
Not once. And we went to the park. I went to the park the next day and the following day to see if they would come back, and they haven't. They never did come back. That was the only time they were ever there. It was very bizarre. Mm-hmm. And the police are like, okay, well.
I mean, I guess I wish if she knew that it was them, she should have taken a license plate number down. Like, maybe not the fastest thinker on her feet.
We were looking for that kind of vehicle. And they were looking for the handy bus as well. They said they couldn't find it in the area. Well, no shit, because it's been 2 days now. And now you guys are just looking like, it's horrible.
Divmar, Saskatchewan is provinces away.
On the west coast. We're pretty much on the west side of Canada.
Yeah. We're sort of
right off the Trans-Canada Highway.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A very, very significant difference.
It's very,
a couple thousand kilometers away. Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
And she didn't mention anything about a sibling or a brother or anything like that, I'm assuming.
No, she didn't. But like I said, the way that she was throwing herself off the swing was like in hopes that she would hurt herself. Because if she really hurt herself, there's other parents that were there. Oh my God, she broke her arm. Call 911. Call the ambulance. You know what I mean? You can tell she was trying to draw attention in a nonchalant way to herself. Mm-hmm. It was very sad. I've lost a lot of sleep over it because I'm a mom and I've been following this story, and it doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to everybody. Mm-hmm. Like, kids don't vanish like that.
Yeah, for sure.
With no trace of nothing.
What was she wearing?
What was she wearing? She was wearing little slush pants. Little slush pants. She had little dinosaur shoes on that lit up, and she was wearing it was a t-shirt, a boy's t-shirt, but it had like a little sailor hat or something on it.
I just think it's a lot of detail to have been making up on the fly. I agree. It's a lot of detail to be making up on the fly.
Yeah. I'll tell you, her eyes, as soon as I got home, I was looking at her picture. I said, oh my God, that's where I know this kid from. Because it was plastered all over the news. Like, it was everywhere, social media, everything. And I'm like, that's the kid. And my hubby was just like, he couldn't believe it. He couldn't believe it. He's like, you are so right. And I said, I know. And then when that mom the next day said that to me, she's like, you know who that kid was, right? I said, yes, thank you very much. Absolutely. I thought I was going crazy. I'm not even kidding. I thought I was going crazy. But
did you have any backpack with her or water bottle or
nothing?
Nothing.
No. And she was dirty. Like, she didn't look like she was being very well taken care of. Like, she didn't look like she was being beaten or starved or anything like that, but she was dirty. Her hair was naughty. There were knots in it.
But you said it had been cut.
It was cut. From the pictures that they were showing on social media, it was cut short, like a boy cut. But it wasn't cut professionally. It was hacked. You could tell her hair was hacked. And I said that to the police and to the RCMP. I said, something is not right here. You guys need to be checking cameras in the area. I even went on the community website and I said, I want to see people's doorbell cams. Like if anybody has access and could see the park from the doorbell cam, please message me. It's very important.
I don't think this is a lie. Why would she go to this length to try to get cameras and everything to validate her story? I just don't think it's a lie. Whether it's Jack and Lily is another story. But I think she saw this girl and was suspicious. Whether it's Lily, I don't know. But I just don't think you would. I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. You'd ask the police to get doorbell cameras, cams out. And what do you think, Jen?
Yeah.
I think she believes she saw it.
She does. So, I mean, we weren't there. We don't know.
I know. I believe it too. I really do. I know a lot of you don't, but I'm telling you, it's just weird. It's weird. It's just.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Forehead, you got chills. Work with ginger hair. Well, this is what I described. I meant to pull up the vision that I had so you could all listen because I've described this, but we cannot rule it out. She believes it for sure. She believes it. Few people who can talk this way on the fly very detailed as the story goes on and on. Maybe I'm still believing it. I'm at this point. I still believe she believes it, and I still believe something nefarious. It sounds like what's going on with this little girl, whether it was Lily or not, I don't know. But then you look at Jen's map. I think it's. I mean, I'm bordering on higher probability. It might have been them than not, but it's close. I'm teetering. What do you think, Jen? Where are you at?
I mean, I am too. I don't know. I think that it's definitely possible.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I think if there are a lot of people that make up stories, but do you call the cops? Do you post on the community live? Do you really go out of your way to try to really tell everybody that this happened? Get the proof.
There is a low point. The I see is the lowest point for Canada is in Capricorn, and it's going this way. This direction is also with the park, is also where there's a lot of disordered aggression that goes over Daniel's dad's property in the back, remember? And then it comes all the way up here.
Yeah.
So, it's telling a story, and just this woman is telling the story.
Well, and don't forget that the blanket and all that we're seeing are on the one way back to Earl's house.
Yeah.
So we're going to look at the map in a little bit. Let's just finish this. But man, it's.
And nobody messes me. You know why? Unfortunately, because people just don't care. They don't. Well, what's another missing person? But you know what? I'm a mom, and I know from my heart that was that little girl.
Mm-hmm.
I've never been so sure about something in my life.
Yeah.
It's so sad. So sad.
Yeah. Did the other parent report it?
I'm not sure if she did. Like it wasn't really brought up again. Like I've posted it all over social media. Like I've like all these reports that come up and missing kids in Canada. And I have said where she has been seen. I said, this child was seen in Regina, Saskatchewan. Like 100%. And I'm either blocked off of the webpage or whoever's chat it is, or why didn't you report it? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, it was reported. It was reported to RCMP here and in Regina and in Nova Scotia.
It is Gabrielle.
Like, it's crazy.
Have you reached out or contacted any of Lily and Zach's family, mom, dad?
You know what? I haven't. I think it was a site.
I don't know what you mean if I go back. Go back. Yes, ma'am's comment about the difference in vehicles. I saw that. But no, you're not getting the story, y'all. So you're not listening. And I'm not trying to be critical, but I am going to be critical. Because this is the problem with true crime. She said they were living in her mom's car. She didn't say that was the car that was being driven, y'all.
Right.
You're making up a story over something she didn't say. So this is the problem. This is where things get miscommunicated. And then this gets taken to another chat, that gets taken to another chat, and now the whole story is full of shit. But y'all aren't fucking listening properly. So I'm gonna call it out right here. This is the trouble we get into in true crime.
Oh God.
We've got 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. She said the little girl said they're living in their mommy's car, in a car.
Right.
That's
Yep.
not the same vehicle that was driven to the park with.
Right.
She never said it was the same vehicle. You guys are fucking it up. Not her. Sorry, but it's true.
Oh, hell.
Well, I'm not trying to be mean, and
I
I'm
know
not trying to
you're
be a
not. I know you're
bitch,
not.
but this is the fucking problem with true crime, y'all.
I love it when you start going off.
You're not listening. Like, use your ears. You're now disparaging a woman's account, and you're fucking getting it wrong, not her. It's a serious.
Oh, man.
It is a serious problem.
Yeah.
Did you know how many times I want to come on YouTube and yell, "Listen,
Listen, Linda, listen.
Like, don't forget, I was a coach, a communications coach, right?
Yep.
Listen to what's being said.
Oh,
Sorry.
my goodness.
There's no discrepancy between the two cars. One was driven to the park. One, the little girl said they were living out of.
Right. Right.
I'm just across the border of Ottawa, honey. I'm just in the border, but I have a girlfriend in Truro, so who said I could stay with her. So I'm going in October. I've already told the RCMP. I flagged him on that this morning because if I'm not allowed to be there, I told him when it's lifted. Yes, you have to listen and listen and listen. What do you think Mike Demand does? His whole channel is on fucking listening. Christ, and there's a reason for it. Well, you're just, I can follow the story.
Go get it, girl.
I'm done. It is a serious problem. It's a serious problem. This is how we miscommunicate. You're gonna come join us? Okay, that'd be awesome, honey. Yeah, stay here because on the lives, because as we get closer to it, we'll have a more organized, like, here's where we're gonna all meet, here's where we're gonna go, you know.
April.
No, it's okay, Toronto. I love you. I'm just point taken, LOL. No, but it's just it's I'm not trying to call anybody out. It's just, thank you, Joni. I'm not trying to call anybody out, but it is a true fucking problem, okay? I mean, it's seriously a problem in all aspects of every facet of everybody's fucking life, all fucking day long. All communication problems stem from a lack of fucking listening. Okay, let's move on. This is why I think, I wanted to also talk about this, because I hear a lot of creators dismissing it. Have they really fucking listened? Have they really listened?
That maybe one of the aunts put up or something, and I did put comments on there, but I'm getting blocked. Like, you're not allowed to reply. So I go to put in my reply, and it's saying you can't reply to this conversation. Like, it's just,
Okay.
I'm not trying to hear shit. I would love for these kids to be brought home. Like, it's sad. And where's the little boy? Where's he at? It's a lot easier to keep a 6-year-old quiet than it is a 4-year-old.
Yeah, I can get you in touch with one of the members.
Okay.
The family. Yeah, I can put you in touch with somebody there.
It's very sad. I can't believe I came across this page, because I'm like, who can I contact? And it's just, months have gone by, right? And I'm like once, unfortunately, going west in Canada, like, it's been so long now. Like, as soon as I get to that Vancouver area, I don't even want to think about it, because it's not the world that we grew up in, that's for sure. So, I mean, there should have been something done about this. Did you get
a sense that they were traveling, or did you get a sense that they were living there, or?
They were traveling for sure, because she looked like she hasn't, like, if you go on a long road trip with a bunch of kids and it's kind of stressful and it's kind of, whatever. Like I've had my kids sleep in cars for 3 days, you know, without showering, but they want to go out. Like the kid looked like she definitely wasn't sleeping comfortably.
Did you see anybody else in this vehicle?
There was nobody else, just her and him. Just her and him.
When you said that he had facial hair, did he have like a mustache, a beard, or the whole 9 yards?
This scruffiness, like it looks like he hasn't shaved in 4 or 5 days.
Mm-hmm.
And he was a ginger. And he didn't speak. He didn't say anything. But he was a big guy. Like he was a big guy, for sure, big guy. Like I'm 5'8", and he was probably 6'2", 6'3", and like solid. Like he wasn't fat, but he was a big dude.
And what color was the vehicle?
It was one of those handy buses, like that would go around and pick up people with wheelchairs and stuff, which was also very strange. I'm like, why is he driving a handy bus with a 6-year-old child?
Did the handy bus have any kind of company name on it or anything like that? Any markings or any kind of logos on it?
I didn't pay attention. I just saw that. I looked at it like, why are they driving a handy bus? Like, it just didn't make sense. None of it made sense. And then I came home and I was putting 2 and 2 together. And that's when I'm like, I got to call the cops. I got to call them.
I guess my question to you is, what about it made you think it was a handy bus?
Oh, it was clearly a handy bus. You could see it. Like he was parked right in front of the park, right on the main road, like, which is also very extremely close to the ring road, which is the ring road here is like the road that'll take you out to the Trans-Canada Highway.
Mm-hmm. No, she didn't get any pictures, Gabrielle.
No.
What color was the vehicle?
The handy bus was white, and it had like it had the blue writing, like it had the wheelchair signs and stuff on it. It was a newer vehicle. Assuming it was probably stolen, like I don't know.
Okay, so it did have logos on it. It had the wheelchair logo and stuff on it.
Absolutely, it did. Yeah, because it was a handy bus. So.
Okay.
I don't know how they look out in the east, but I think they all look pretty much the same. They're the white bus, and then they got like the stripe that goes around them. That's how I knew right away it was a handy bus. I'm like, that just doesn't make sense. I'm like, why is he driving that? And he looks like that. Not trying to sound biased, you know, but very strange to me.
A stripe that goes around it?
Yeah, like it's a handy bus. You know how it has like I don't know how they look in the east, but here they're white, and then it's got like I think it's like a pinstripe around it, and then it's got on both sides. It's got the like on the windows, the corner of the bottom windows. It's got the little wheelchair sign, and then it's got the door that comes out on the side, and then the 2 doors in the very back, and then it opens up like a regular kind of bus in the front.
Okay.
Like a transit bus, but designed for wheelchairs.
Did it say CHAD on the bus?
I have no idea.
Yeah, true. And you said it looked like a newer vehicle versus.
It was. Yeah, it was. It was.
Really weird. Well,
It's strange. It's strange. They didn't belong. Like it was so out of whack. The whole situation. It was just. It floored me. It still does because I know 1,000% it was that little girl. And I get to live with that every day, right? Because it's like, why aren't you guys listening? Why aren't you doing something about this? 2 days later, they could have been in freaking BC by then. Just doesn't make sense.
I think what she's describing, okay, I'm going to put my little ears on and my intuition. I think what she's describing is an assumption that he stole the bus because he looked like a construction worker and didn't look like the type of person that they would entrust to drive that kind of bus. That's what I'm picking up. Anybody else? Yes, a handicap bus. Exactly. A handicap bus. But she's assuming that. I don't think she knows. She's assuming. I didn't even hear her say that, first of all, that she stole the bus. But she said something, they didn't look right. It did not look right. It did not look right, you know? Jen, are you still there?
I'm still here.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you were talking to her, I mean, I don't even know how to describe this, but were you relating to her like she was a little boy? Was she relating to you like she was a little boy or a little girl, or was there any kind of, you know how children, there is a certain relatedness, right?
Yeah, there is, but you know what? She was related. The way that she was speaking to me was, please, like, how do I describe this in a way that's not going to offend anybody or be like, you know what I mean? So when I'm talking to my kids, okay, say I have another neighborhood kid come to me and say, your son's been getting bullied on the school bus. And I'm like, okay, but my child that's being bullied is happening to be playing with that child that's bullying them. I'll just go and I'll be nonchalantly go up to them and go, what's going on? Are you okay? Are you having a good day? And they look at me and it's all in the eyes. Like, I don't care what age kids are. If they don't feel safe or they know they're somewhere where they shouldn't be and with somebody, they will communicate to you in a way that will not get them in trouble. Just like I said before, like her eyes explained everything, like the way that she was moving her body was so that she was still looking like she was playing and just being herself, but without him.
I'm not trying to be a buzzkill with the I've had this happen before with other chats when there's another side conversation about a whole different conversation going on. And before you know it, I'm not even talking about what I'm talking about because I'm looking at everybody else talking about something different in the chat, and it's just annoying. So I just ask everybody to stay on topic.
Sorry,
all.
that's my fault too.
Okay. Jen's in the shit house.
I mean, you know, I've got to figure out what the template of the homeless is. You know?
Okay.
So, Angela, for you, we apologize. We'll keep on topic.
Okay. But you know what I mean? Like it's just, it could be distracting. It's all like, if you're on a live, I'm sure if it happened to you, Jen, you'd get it. Like, it's just it's just sometimes distracting. So that's all. So I'm not trying to be a bitch.
Being able to read her facial expression, because not once did she make eye contact with him. Like, there are so many kids around there, and when there's new kids that come into the playground, little kids are little kids, right? They don't care what color you are, where you're from. It's just another somebody to play with. And her eyes were like, her glaze, like the way she was looking did not leave because I was the only one conversing with her. I was right there face to face with her, talking to her because I was listening. I was hearing what she was saying. And when we left, like I said, okay, we got to go. She was like, no, please don't go yet. We want to play just a little bit longer. And I'm like, sweetie, I got to get my boys home. And she was pretty upset, but she wasn't crying, but she's just looking at me. When we were walking, her head was like she was watching us leave. She was going to the handy bus. He had her by the arm, and I'm talking to my kids, and I'm kind of walking backwards trying to call them, and I'm watching them leave. And then I saw them go in that handy bus, and it was just like, that was it. They were gone, right?
Did he ever speak to her?
No, he didn't speak once. And I like, even like, I kind of called him out too, because I'm like, whose creep is this? Like, he just didn't belong there. It was so weird. And then when she's like, I'm here with my uncle, and she pointed to him, I'm here with my uncle, but I don't know him that well.
Mm-hmm.
Which is also very bizarre, because the resemblance in the two, I'm like, if that's your, like, no, how is that your uncle? Like, I can't see it. Like, this guy was a ghoul. I'm not joking when I say that. He looks like he was fresh out of the pen. Like, he didn't belong there. He was scary. And he was big. Like, I mean, he was scary. Yeah. Just, didn't add up to me.
So he never, when he was taking her by the arm, he never said any name. He never said, come on, let's go. He never said.
No. Not that I could hear when I was already, like, because I was already leaving with my children, yelling for them, let's go right now. We got to get home. We got to cook supper. And then I'm walking backwards, and I'm just watching him, like, take her. And he wasn't carrying.
Oh, she left.
I think I'm back. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
Oh, I did call the police right away.
Yeah.
And the police took 2 days to even come here.
Yeah, and you were saying that then you spoke to Major Crimes, and you don't know who you spoke with, right?
No, he just said he was Major Crimes, and it was a man. He's like, I'm with the Major Crimes Unit in Nova Scotia, and I'm just following up on a phone call. You spoke to, I can't remember what he said her name was. She was an East Indian lady, the original girl that I talked to from the RCMP in Nova Scotia. And yes, the man did have hair loss a little bit on his head.
Yeah,
Yes, he did. He was.
See, I saw that too. So very interesting. So that's welcome in. Jenna, you silenced forever now?
I keep having a cough.
Yeah, oh, okay. The approximate date of your vision. I remember watching you describe it, but not the date. Well, the first vision I had was, I know I reported it May 8th. And the second one, I'd have to go back, Lois. Like, it was not long after. It's been a long time since I've had another vision. I'd have to go back to my emails because I did. You know what? Let me pull up my text because I texted the officer. I'm just wondering
You
if
may have
she's even
texted me that
talking.
day too. You may have texted me that day.
Did I? Maybe.
I think you did, but I don't remember. I remember you telling me about it, so I don't know if we were on the phone or if you did text me.
So that's the part that's just weird. Okay, so hang on, let me pull up. I've got my well, I don't have the date because I already told him about it before this text chain, and then he said, could you start emailing me? So it would have been prior to June, because prior to June 5th was when I pinned a location to him. I wouldn't be surprised if she actually spoke to the same person because he's a behavioral analyst. No worries, honey. No worries. Okay, we're done with this. Do you want to pull up the I think we'll listen to Mike Demand's video another day because this took us 2 hours. And it's a long video. So I was thinking of pulling up the graph, your chart, Jen, and seeing.
Okay.
Did you get a chance to add the ones that oh, I'm
I
on the
haven't
wrong
because
one.
it's glitching. It's glitching too bad when I try to pull anything up. So
Okay, let me see if I can get it.
you can do it. On
Well,
your
I
end.
added one mark and I was like, shit, I didn't want to add a mark. Okay, hot spots. So I'll pull up the list.
Okay.
So what's really interesting, Jen, is everybody that was here yesterday was giving me locations.
Yeah.
And that some of them were visions from other psychic mediums that I don't follow. And I've explained to people that I don't, because I don't want anybody else's visions influencing mine. The visions are very specific and personal. Like,
yeah, I'd
what's that?
rather not have her stuff, no. I'm no fan
Of what?
of that person's stuff that you sent me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So anyway, I don't like following other people's visions either. Like, my visions are my own, but whatever. As far as searching locations, I added them. So did you get my list that I sent?
Some of them we already have. Like, some of those we already have on there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Like
So
those two, I want to say the two on the right that's got the circles. I think that those are two that was on the list.
Okay, well, here, I'm going to put the list in chat.
Okay.
Because I started typing a list, and then we can compare.
Okay.
What? Oh, it's going to do this to me again. Shit. It's going to give me. Hang on. It's going to give me this. I'm trying to pick out a link because it's going to spread it out over to 15 freaking chats because it's so long. So there we go. So we've got the Marshdale Quarry, Marshdale Cemetery. So that's the
Yeah, I've
first
got
one.
those two. Those two,
Okay.
Marshall Quarry and the cemetery, Laird Cemetery. Got that one.
There's a copper mine near the Laird Cemetery. Did we get that one? Called the,
I don't know.
okay. Let's go see.
I think we were looking for it one day, but we never did like find the actual place
Okay.
to mark it.
The copper mine. Let me see if I pulled up the address. No. Copper mine near Laird. Let's see if I can get the address up. You tell me, Jen, you tell me what to do because this is your domain. Do you want me to just zoom in? Can you get control of it? You should be able to.
I can if you want me to share my screen and do it, but I'm pretty sure it's going to start glitching.
You can't do it from mine?
No.
Okay.
I mean,
no way.
like I can tell you like where I think that you could go. If you wanted to start
Okay.
with the first two, go to the right where I've got those two markers and it looks like there's hot spots right there.
Yes. Yeah.
So click on those markers and see what they are. Yep, there's the quarry, and then what is that one below it?
The cemetery.
Yeah. So, I mean, we could explore those.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember us talking about these. Yep.
Yeah, and then there's a copper mine somewhere. Hang on. I gotta go back and forth for multiple screens. I need like 15 screens and 15 cameras. It's ridiculous. Near Laird. Like people have no idea what the background looks like when you're on this.
Right.
It's like it's not what you think. I can't even see myself in the chat. Near Laird, pick two. See if we can get an address. There are no active mines near Laird.
I don't
Canfield.
remember us finding an address because we've looked.
See, I didn't remember that. You remembered that?
It seemed like Blaine was trying to tell us where to go.
Yeah, you see, that's the one we were looking for.
Yeah. That's the one we were looking for. Yeah.
It's right. I thought it was right near the road here. Wasn't it right near one of the roads?
He said that it was right there, right close to the house on the other side, like where we're going to the park.
Okay. Like here?
No, you'd have to go closer in. You wouldn't be able to see it from this far away. You have to go close in by the house. Go close, zoom on in by the house. And then it's off of, so if you go to the right, yeah, you remember now when you go to the right, he said, as you drive down Gerlach Road, that it's going to be, after you go up, you start to go up and then it's on the right. So I don't know if it's like right through here or it's right. It should be by Laird Cemetery.
There's the barn across the street. We should go look at that.
Yeah.
This is the one.
That's where I feel so much going over here. Well, especially, I mean, this is Gemini. So these are Gemini lines right there that's going over the park. So that could be a mental health. That would be more of a mental health with the kids and the communications and the breath. But going a little further south,
that's
that 10 Cancer. So the 10 Cancer where, go south right there and click on that first blue one right there. Yeah. So this is the 10 Cancer. So this is where Canada meets their midheaven. This is where they meet their midheaven with Lily and Jack. But the opposition for them all coming together is the opposite way. You understand what I'm saying? So this right here is where they meet up. If Canada can meet their midheaven, this is going to be on this line. The kids would be found on this line because they're all meeting up here. But what are the challenges? You know, we could look at the squares. We could look at the options. And, you know, because when you map someone, you got 365 directions that you could go on a compass. There's, you know, all kinds of directions that you can go. And
Where
all of
does
the
it-
influences. But this is where we were talking about the other day, that 10 degree and 36 minute that Jack and Lily both have that was in transit the night before. What was it, around 10 o'clock?
Yeah, 10:21.
Yeah. The moon was coming over that degree. And then it comes over, the moon comes over the midheaven as well. We're reflecting here. And it's
So
with
where
home.
is it going?
Or a
I'm
home.
trying to.
Or a home,
trying
a
to-
cemetery, land, real estate, you know.
But look where it goes. It goes up east.
Which one?
This blue, the blue line, does it not? Am I following the
Oh.
right line?
I don't know.
I'm
Go
trying to
back over it.
find. I'm trying. I'm zoomed in as far as I can get.
So you're looking at another angle. Go
Is that not the
down.
one you wanted me
I
to?
think you're looking at Jack. Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
Go down to
I just-
Jack's. He's right below him. That's the angle that you're looking at. That's what you were pulling. Yeah, so that's Jack. Yeah. So Jack gets shaken up. He gets shaken up with values, with things that he owns or possesses. And let's zoom down. Let's look at the damn driveway. I want to go into the driveway where they were going to do the pull. The weirdest shit.
Yeah.
Go zoom down into that property.
Well, how do I do that?
The zoom.
Well,
on the
I'm
right.
in. I'm as zoomed in as I can get. It's
Oh,
full
dang.
on. Yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe turn off the lines, maybe. I mean, I can try to pull it up, Leanne, if you want me to. If it starts glitching and stuff, I can.
No, it's all good. I wanted to get closer, but I just can't. But I can pull up Google Maps, but we don't have the lines. Okay, there we are.
So that driveway where the pool was going to be.
Well, fuck, it makes no sense. I don't believe that fucking story. You're gonna put the pool here,
I know.
and you got
I
this
don't either. I don't either. I was just interested to see, like, what
is going on.
on Daniel's lines. What if we could see that area? What line is Jack? I mean, is Daniel? What line is going over there with Daniel? You know.
Well, she
Mama was
points.
gonna put a pole right beside her. That just
Well,
don't
I
even
think-
make any sense, y'all.
Yeah, let's let them play in the mud. We got this whole fucking front yard. This whole fucking front yard where we're gonna put a pool in the mud pile. Like, it makes no sense. I think she was, because it was close to the fence, and you can kind of see the fence here outside of the right of the corner of the house. So I think it was sort of right in here where the hand is. Can you see?
Yeah.
Do you want me to see what lines go through there?
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see what Daniel's got going on. Just Daniel.
Look at that, right fucking there.
Okay, so go over his line that's going over where the alleged pool would be.
But yeah, this right fucking here.
Okay, so that's Daniel's Hades and Gemini. That's where all of his problems are with kids, with communications, and it's giving a lot of enlightenment to relationships with the justice system. Yeah.
Yep.
So, and what are the other two? They're going up. This is where he lets go with a burden. Has to do with health, money. Yep, could be a money, or land.
So could this be where there was an initial accident covering up blood? Let's just say, hypothetically, okay?
Yeah.
They raked up fucking something there, okay?
Yeah.
And it wasn't for a fucking pool, in my opinion. I mean, that's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard. You got acres and acres of land, and you're going to put them in a fucking mud pile where you drive up to, by the way, and you enter into and out of your RV from. Like, no.
Yeah. Make it make sense, because it don't make sense.
It makes no sense. So to me, something went down that night at 10:21 in that laneway, which is what you're seeing here in the chart. And then maybe they were taken over this way, because that's what I was starting to say to you. All these possible, not all the possible locations, but a majority of the possible locations that everybody else was giving me last night, I noted on the stream last night where you said you really thought you wanted to focus in on, which is this angle in here.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
thought that was fucking interesting.
Yeah, I'd want all of that cleared. I mean, you know, and it's a lot of woods, so it would be very hard. But if you zoom back down and take Daniel off, and look at Malaya, see if she's got anything going there.
Sure, a lot.
So they're basically going the same. So that one on the right for her, that's, again, this is about health and problems.
Oh, for the love of God, I did it again. Oops, I did it again. Okay, and I'm not Britney fucking Spears, that's for sure.
Yeah, the chickens were fenced in.
What?
Yeah, the chickens were fenced in. Donna says, I thought chickens were fenced in. Yeah, but we're talking about where the pool. Hi, Sharon.
You're talking about-
Hey, honey, from Georgia. Yeah, we are talking about the pool, not where the chickens were. Where they were going to put a pool.
Yeah, we're making fun of the fact that, Okay, go in.
Zoom in, and I think that this is interesting. So we have, again, we've got a lot of problems, and it has to do with health with both Malaya and Daniel. So they're both basically telling the same story. So turn Malaya and Daniel off, and let's look at Jack.
That they all go fucking right over this property, Jen.
Yeah. But these lines, okay, so what is Jack saying that's going over where the alleged pool was going to be?
Oh, the alleged pool. Krista's still here, because this is the property that Mike, she's a mod for Mike Demand's channel. And he said this is all owned provincially now. This land is all crown land. And I just remember you saying that last time. And so I thought that was very interesting.
Yeah, that is very interesting.
Okay. There we are, as close as we can get.
Okay, so let's look at Jack's line right there. And look at that. I mean, his moon with groups, with the future, with visions, all of Jack's problems are here as well. So all of his mental health problems are going this way with two people. It's funny that it's not funny, but it's very interesting that they're basically telling the same story, although he is fated here. He has the fate. Why does he have the fate? Because his north node of fate is going in Gemini, is going this way.
So I don't know who's trying to connect with me, but somebody's coming in trying to connect with my head here. I'm getting a little wobbly, so just forgive me, because the energy. Anybody else feeling the energy? I got energy coming in. They own a lot of land. Seriously, it's crazy, Jen. That's why I want to watch it. It's crazy. So we have to be careful when we're down there. That's the closed Florida park. Thank you, Mr. Forehead. That's what I was saying. And this used to be
by Atlantic Star Forestry.
Yes, and it used to be for disabled kids.
Really?
Apparently.
Really? For disabled kids. Wow.
That's what I think. Was that my mistake? I think somebody said that earlier in the chat that's local. So that's interesting.
So turn Jack off and turn Lily on. Turn Jack off and turn Lily on, and let's look at her going that way.
Hold on, I gotta turn
so
Jack
she's
off. Fuck, she's there too. Like they're all right here.
So there's a relationship here that's communicating, and it's challenging the woods, it's challenging authority, it's challenging an older man with an older man. The Saturn in Capricorn's going that way. So the Saturn in Capricorn's going to the left, and she's got this relationship that is going toward the woods right there. Is this, it could be an older man, but Saturn in Capricorn could also be a woman boss. Could it be Janie? Wouldn't necessarily have to be, you know what I'm saying? Wouldn't necessarily have to be. There's a conscious raising experience with a relationship right here.
Mm-mm.
And that would be, I think, Janie.
Yep.
Unless somebody pulled up in their driveway.
But look at where they also all go, Jen. They
Well,
all
I know,
go.
but they're going to. I mean, there's going to be. Okay.
Well,
so
no, they all go to the farm across the street, is my point. They all
I
fucking go here.
I want you to do something for me. I want you to take them off and put on Canada. And I want to focus on that 10-degree
Okay.
Cancer.
Canada
And
shows up there too.
And nothing else, just the 10-degree with the Canada. So the 10-degree Cancer with Canada is their midheaven. So it's their MC. So go down and find that line to the right. Go down. It's going to be that one. Okay, so focus on this one. All right, now then back the map up. And so I just want to see a square. If you look at this map and you look at a square, so we're looking for a 90-degree angle. So basically what we're seeing is the home and the mom, where Canada meets their midheaven, is going that way. And then the angle that's going to square up, that's going to be a 90-degree angle, is going to go straight up, straight down. Okay, now go straight down. So it would be this right here. There's a relationship, and okay, check this out. Okay, I'm about to go deep. Okay, this angle, this Juno. Okay, Canada's Juno in the 12th house. This is the square. This is the challenge. Now, guess who has this degree in their chart? It's a 334. It's a Juno in Libra, you and me and you. And there's a challenge here with us. And it goes down and then over. And then it also goes down and then over that way. That's the 90-degree angle. That's what we want to focus on, I think, is that's going down that matches me and you. And then it goes that way. What would that mean? It would mean that there's a past offender. That's what I think of. There is a past offender. There is someone from the past that shakes Canada up. And that's prisons and hospitals in that 12th house. So it could be an offender that shakes people up. And we could be looking that Libra line. We could be the Libra and the Cancer. We could be looking at government land, and that angle right there that is going over that old park is government land, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we also have a park going that way that the kids were allegedly seen at, or Lily was.
Well, this is the thing. And she said the guy looked like he got out of jail. I did tell the police I felt like this guy maybe had a sexual deviant behavior. I felt the energy that, I don't know, I don't want to say like this guy was trying to hold himself back and he couldn't. Like, yeah, I don't know. So that seems really relevant to me, because I did say that to the RCP. I felt that energy. And now you're saying this could be somebody with, a past history here.
Yeah, and the family could own it, but what I'm wanting to focus on is just this angle right here, because Lily and Jack both have the same exact degree, and the moon was going over it at 10 o'clock p.m. the night before they were reported missing. And it's going, yeah, you can see it. It goes right over that water too, right there.
Right here.
Mm-hmm. It's going right there. And this is a Cancerian. This is Cancer.
Well, there's the
I
barn.
see
This is
Capricorn. Yeah.
well, this is the property in question. There, I just think this one, like every one of them has lines going right over this property. Very interesting.
Yeah. I was wondering if it could have been, one of the neighbors. I don't know. The biggest advocate should be Malaya, and she's not. So she's got me all messed up. I don't like her behavior, the lack thereof behavior. I just don't like her behavior at all. At all.
So what do you think about?
So Juno, the relationship that is squaring, there's a relationship here, and it's challenging. So if we look at just these angles right here, all right. So now take Canada off, and let's look at Lily. Let's look at little Lily.
I mean, it makes sense if they own land in that area that they would dump them on their own property. If they had options, it sure makes
Now
sense.
zoom back out. Zoom back out, and we're going to do the same thing because she's got the same thing, right? Okay, so stop right there, and then we're going to see how Canada's line is still showing up there magically. Isn't that beautiful? Don't do nothing about it. That's great. So Canada,
yeah, why is it still there?
Oh damn. Oh well. So Canada. Okay, yeah, turn Canada off though, so we don't get confused because some of these lines might overlap. Okay, so Canada, we know that Canada and Lily, that 10 degree in Cancer that they meet up with is going that way. It's going to the right. Well, yeah, to the right. And then the Capricorn is going to the left. So that right, she and Canada are meeting there. They're meeting there. But look at what is going straight up. Look at that line. What are those lines that's going straight up? Yeah. So that's where she shines with a lot of pain. She shines with a lot of pain. It could be a head wound. There could be an accident here. Headstrong, very headstrong. It could be something happened to her, if she was punched, hit, fell, what have you. So that is going straight up. So that right there is the challenge for Lily. And it's the challenge also for Canada. So if we take that Cancerian line and we go that way, and then we go straight up, that's where I would like to see more of what's going on. Do we have any, address there yet? So turn Lily off. And then we're going to look at Jack.
Can we zoom out and see if she shows up in Saskatchewan before we turn her off?
Oh, yeah, you could. Yeah.
We haven't gone far enough out with her lines. Oh.
Yeah, I haven't.
Okay.
But yeah,
look at
it
this.
looks like it's going to. Yeah. Look, and that's it. There's Saturn in Capricorn. Limits and obstacles with authority. And look, it's her Juno too. So the communications, it's challenging the communications with two people. And what were we just watching? We were watching two women. So there's a challenge here with what we were just listening to and the authority. So the Capricorn is going this way, but where's the relationship with the Gemini? It's going the other way.
I don't think it's gonna quite go to this line, but it's close to fucking enough.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's gonna end up like right here, which is close enough.
Yeah, turn Jack on.
Look at that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's go back. So turn Lily off, and then let's look at that angle again. I want to see what Jack has got going north, what he has going south, because we know that the Cancer line, they're all meeting there. But what are our challenges? And look at that. He's got one going up and down. Yep. Okay, so what is that one? Okay, so see his Chiron. So they're both sharing pain going north. They're both sharing pain going north. And Jack's sun in Scorpio is about hidden sex, trash, containment, a containment, or, having to do with a pond or something like that, trash. All right, so what's the line going south?
Deborah, we were just saying, does the blue line go? Did we not already check that? And the blue line, Canada goes right there. Does it not?
Yeah. Okay, so what is Jack's south? The line that's going straight south. Yeah, that one. Okay, so this is Libra.
Mm-hmm.
This is his Venus. Okay, so all of his values with the law enforcement. Is there a park? Libra. This could also be landfill, government owned property, dark moon in Taurus. Disordered aggression with something that he owns, like maybe a toy or something of his. They could have been fighting. There's a fate here.
There was definitely a fight or something that went down, I think.
Let's think. Okay, so if you don't mind, turn on the addresses. Let's see what I've got here, or what we've got here.
I just have Eastview Park. Is that the address?
No, the addresses are down below Canada.
Right in front of me there? Yep. Okay.
I mean, we do have, that. What is that marker to the right on the Cancer line? The other one? The other marker right there?
This one?
Yeah. Zoom in on that cemetery. That would be a perfect Cancerian expression for sure. Oh, God. Yeah, so zoom down a little bit. Go a little closer. All right, and then turn them all on now. Let's turn them all on.
Let me just double check they're all on. Yep.
Okay, so zoom on in. We don't have any going straight over the cemetery, but that doesn't matter. Well, we do. We definitely do. We've got Canada. Yeah. So I wonder, was there anybody that had just been buried there? Can you check to see if there was anybody that was just buried there?
How do we know? Just call?
Nova Scotia. That's Nova Scotia, actually. This is where they shine with evidence. They would shine with evidence here. So Canada is right below them. Jack is right below them. And I don't know who that line is that's right above Jack. Is it Lily too? Oh, yeah. They're all here.
I think it is. Let me zoom in.
So it's interesting. They may not even be in the cemetery at all.
Yeah, it's Lily.
They could be in the woods back there.
Behind the cemetery. Yeah, they're all here.
Yeah.
Look at the dirt road here.
Mm-hmm. Is that a house right there?
Yep.
That would be very difficult with a house there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. Goes through Murray Harbor, PEI. I don't know what that is. I'm sorry, Mr. Forehead. So there's a challenge here for sure. So,
but there's other ways in, Jen. Like, look at, right? Like, there's this.
Yeah, there is. Yeah.
Right.
Late at night. I mean,
like, what's this? Like, what's this? Look at, there's a 4-wheeling road right there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's a house back here, but Do we
I
know?
think
We
we've
don't.
looked at this. I think we've looked at this cemetery at the ground level. Was this the Larrick Cemetery?
This is no. This is the Lorne Cemetery.
Lawrence Cemetery. So this is Lawrence Cemetery, y'all. If y'all want to check it out, Lawrence Cemetery, Lorne. Cold, hot, cold, hot, cold, hot. Ooh. Oh.
Do you want me? What did you ask me to do, hon? Sorry.
Let's see if there's anything else. If we see anything else, if you zoom out, let's see if there's anything else going north, south, and then just looking at this angle. So we've got, zoom out a little bit more. See, zoom out. I don't see anything. Zoom out some more. Make sure we don't have anything up there. Going straight north. They're both sharing pain with Aries. And it's, why are they both sharing pain in Aries? And it's going north.
Well,
So
they
Aries-
left. If
so
they left,
Aries, so we've got Aries, Gemini. It's actually not Cancer, or it could be 10 degree. Yeah, I guess it could be.
well,
So we got Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn. Those are the angles that I'm looking at. So we know that there is an alleged sighting on Capricorn. We know that the dad lives on the Capricorn. Earl, is that his
well,
name?
that's what I. Well, that's what I was about to say. Like, north could be them going just up this way onto the pipeline behind the house. Doesn't have to be super far
You're
north,
right.
does it?
You're definitely right. Definitely right.
Because Earl lives right around here. If
Well,
we pull up,
I thought he's right there on that one marker to the west. To the west, right there.
oh yeah, sorry.
That's okay.
I
So
thought he
go-
was further this way.
Go back down. So the Aries is going to challenge this. The head wound and all of that is going to challenge Earl and the land on and back of his property. So zoom in and let's look at Earl's property. Let's go closer in to Earl's so we can see those lines right there. Because see, it's in back. It's in back of his property.
Mm-hmm.
And I did have the hot spot over there, but then I moved it up to where Lily and Jack is. Malaya is. Daniel's up there. They're all up there, right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a challenge for that pain, for that Aries head wound pain. It could have been abuse if they're deceased,
Mm-hmm.
Lots of anger.
Shit, I didn't know Earl's property was right there because is that not close to where I pinned? I pinned.
I mean, you can see Lily. She's right there. Lily and Jack are right there in front of his house.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what are those lines say? So that's Lily's moon that's in a good standing with Cupid. So Cupid in Capricorn was also transiting in Capricorn so she has a Cupid in Capricorn, the missing Cupid in Capricorn. So what is that? That's the desires of responsibility, accountability, authority, and woods, possibly a business. I'm going to write that down, the Murray Harbor. I'll put it on the map.
Yeah, and I don't know if you added any of the other ones I sent you. I don't know if I'll have time to go through those today. Probably not all of them at this point, but
So
because
what
I
does
just want
Jack's
to.
lawn say right there in front of Earl's property? So that's his Vesta and Virgo that is in a good standing also with his Cupid and Capricorn. So there's a lot of desires here with the woods. An older male, possibly older male woods business. An uncle. An uncle
And
we
an
don't
uncle.
even know.
Yeah, it's so weird. What's weird about this? What's weird about this is the blanket. Was it not around here that the blanket was also found? The
I
remnant
think it
piece?
was. I think it was further closer, going closer to their home. It wasn't
we
as
have?
far out.
Is that on the? Is that on the chart?
I'm sure it'll be on Lily's line where it was found if you just take all the other ones off and just look at Lily's. Because we would see the blanket, should be the blanket right there. Or possibly the missing. Yeah,
It's not a hotspot? Wouldn't be at a hotspot?
No, I think it was planted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so too, actually.
So it's probably where the pink line that's to the left. No, the other one. Right there. There's a devouring energy here with a lot of wisdom when it comes to things like death, rebirth, regeneration, other people's money, things that are hidden with the investigation. So it'd be close. It'd probably be close to this one. Turn on the missing too. I bet it's going to show us that. Yeah. Yeah. So her blanket should be found close to her line and the missing line. But I don't know what those two missing lines are, and we're going out.
So you think it's a plant, and so do I. I think it's diverting them in the exact opposite direction. But then there's Earl's house. So, do you want me to go out further?
Oh no, I was wanting to zoom in actually to see what those missing lines are. That could be where the blanket was found. Those two green lines that are going like that. The one. Yeah, this could be where somebody found it right here. Because there's a relationship here with the missing event. There's a relationship here and it's hidden.
I have the
And
picture.
that hidden relationship is whoever hid the blanket or, whoever took the kids. There's some type of, I think that this would be it because Uranus and Taurus, there's a shakeup with Taurus. What's Taurus? It's evidence. And it's opposing the fifth house of Juno. The fifth house is kids and it's in Scorpio. So this is a plant. Somebody planted it here.
You think, eh?
Mm-hmm. That's why it's Scorpio. That's why it's in Scorpio because we didn't find her. We found evidence. They found evidence here, but they didn't find her deceased. They found evidence, and the evidence is the Taurus. The Uranus shakes it up. That's the angle. That's the angle here. So if we look at the Uranus and Taurus, that's going to go that way. That's going to go toward where I really wanted to search, where the first driveway is past their home on the left.
That's where say that again. I was trying to pull up a map because I have the map of everything that was found.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Sorry.
You're more than welcome to put if you've got the map.
It's just a picture. It doesn't it's not. It'd be an estimate. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. I would say that's exactly where it's at, right there.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Not right there on the road, but right there, probably by those railroad tracks. And somebody found it there, and that shakeup is them finding the blanket. That's the shakeup, and it's also the planting of it.
Okay, so if you're going to plant it, you're probably going to divert them into a different direction,
Yeah,
right?
I mean, we heard that he was driving all around, that somebody was driving around in the middle of the night, going
Yeah,
from here to there to here to there, and he's planting stuff.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
I think
I agree.
I do.
So, hang on, let me see. But what I was saying earlier, though, is interesting.
See,
None
I
of
do have the hot spot. I do have the hot spot where the Uranus is. That's where I have the hot spot, not where.
right here.
No, it's going to go northeast, right there. That hot spot. Yeah.
Okay.
That should be the Uranus. Mm-hmm.
But what's interesting is this is where the evidence is, but you and I have not focused once on southwest from the house. Like,
Yeah. The Sag energy, we haven't, not yet. I mean, the only thing that I focused on with the Sag energy is where the fire took place.
fire? There was a fire?
Mhm. Yeah, I've got it marked on there. If you turn on the addresses, it's going south, southwest.
I didn't know there was a fire. What's the fire about?
I don't remember. There was a fire, remember?
No. That you're thinking of, I think you're thinking of Little Emmanuel with the
No,
fire in the house.
it's on the map. It's on the map. Turn on the addresses and zoom
It
out a
is.
little bit. You'll see, because I marked it. I marked it with as fire. Yeah, keep zooming out. No, it's going to be southwest. Zoom out and you'll see it. There it is. Nope, the two up above that one. Up, go up. Yeah. Go the other one. Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah. That's where the fire was, which is a trip that the line goes right there.
Did they burn evidence?
I don't know. Y'all don't remember that there was a fire?
No.
Right up? Zoom in. Zoom in.
I
and let's look
don't.
at
I've
it.
never heard of this before.
Zoom in and let's look at it. I thought you had.
Oh,
Yeah, zoom
like-
all the way in. We'll look at it. I'll see when it was. The old Pictou Road. Shoot. Okay, check this out. May 6, 2025. Small wildfire in Colchester County under control. The wildfire is located near Manganese Mines off Old Pictou Road.
No.
Yeah. So that's just my estimate of where it could have been. Now, hold on. Don't zoom out just yet. Go zoom back in because I want us to pull the lines and look at it and talk about it. I mean, zoom out some. I'm sorry. Just a little bit. There you go. There. And so turn Daniel on. See if he shows up.
No.
Okay, he doesn't. So turn Malaya on. She's not showing up. What about Lily? No. What about Jack?
Right there. Oh fuck.
Okay, so zoom out a little bit. Let's zoom out just one more time. Okay, now turn on Daniel. We may have just been too close, or maybe I don't have anything. I might not have drawn anybody in. So look at
But
Malaya.
you know, the problem is we don't have Earl and Janie's date of birth because, I mean, the Earl could have put the fire on. You know, that's the challenge.
Okay, so Malaya's not there. What about Jack? Okay, so the missing and Jack is there. Okay, so zoom in. And I'm going to look at on their charts and see if anybody else is actually going to show up there. So this is his south node. This is interesting. Jack's south node, there's a fate here in Sagittarius. Sagittarius is what? It's a fire energy. It's fire.
Yeah, trust me. I know I'm a Sag.
It's a quick moving fire. It's over. It's a quick movement of fire. Okay. And it's the same as the missing Jupiter. It was the same exact degree. So there, is the Jupiter. And what is Jupiter? It rules Sagittarius. Jupiter was in Gemini. This is an asteroid. There is a justice that has taken place here. And this, I think, is big. It was big. It was big enough for me to put it on the map. You know?
Can we go out now? I want to see where it is relative
Yeah.
to the house.
Yeah.
I just want to see how freaking far it is.
Oh, I think you got the compass off. Turn the
Do
compass
I?
on. Yeah.
Yes, thanks.
There
Sorry.
it is. Okay. That's okay.
Yeah, because that's also on the way to Earl's, is it not?
Well, okay, so
Where's
where the
Earl's?
mom was staying, I've got the she went there. She went there right after they went missing. She went there. She went somewhere else. I tried to keep up with her where she was going. And then if you zoom out, I think that there's something else that's going on that line too. I think. And then, you know, Sag can be a river too, but it's the fire. Wow. It's just right there. Fate. And the Jupiter is opposing. Jupiter and Gemini is opposing this. And Jupiter is the law. The law. Is that, hold up. Go to the other side. The other side, the right side.
No, I know. Just trying to find the line.
We're going to look at this opposition. I've got something on the other line. I mean, I've got something on.
I just want to get the line marked, honey, first.
Oh, okay.
I just zoom in first to make sure I'm tracking the right line. This one here? No, this one. This one.
Yeah,
Okay,
both of those are going to ride the other way too. It's going to go that way to the right. So zoom out so we can see what all is going to the right. Yeah.
This line right there.
And look at that. Is that a landfill that's to the right? Zoom out one more time. Oh, one more time. There it is. What is that marker?
Landfill. Guysboro landfill. Fuck. So they took the trips back and forth and just going hypothetical here.
Do me a favor. Zoom in closer on that one. And let's look and see who all's there.
So just hypothetical. They were taking all the evidence the wrong way, burnt it, and then potentially brought the kids here.
Yeah. It's so far away. Turn on Canada. Is Canada should be there. God, they're right there.
It's right here.
But it's not close enough to.
You don't think?
I don't think that the lines are the lines should be closer. I think the lines should be closer.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean.
Okay.
They're all there.
We can rule out this one when we're out there.
Yeah, I think so. But that's kind of sketchy. But I would think that the lines would be closer, and I think that I probably need to work on this map a little bit more, drawing some more angles and see where they're all going.
Okay, well, let's just pull in a couple more. Do you have time for one or two more addresses?
Yeah.
Well, we've looked at the barn across the street, the blanket, the train track that I pinned by the neighbors. I think we've already looked at that. Ward's Towing, we've already looked at that. There's a line there. Hopewell Mines and Hopewell Mines on Quarry Road was suggested by somebody yesterday. So let me just
have an address.
Just gonna pull it up right now. Oops. Hopewell Mines. There we go. I've got. Let me just remove this. You want an address, eh? We need to get an address. Hang on.
I'm gonna run and get me some ibuprofen. My head's banging.
Okay, hon.
Okay, hold on.
Hopewell, we got Hopewell Mines. Dude, my memory is so bad. I swear we just did this last night. I swear we just did this last night, which we did. Hopewell Mines. Near the Stellarton. It was near the Stellarton Road. I remember this. Hopewell Falls. Oh, those are the falls. Let's do this too, because this is the falls that I believe Blaine was saying was where they met or something. Hopewell Mines Prairie Road. Let me go into chat and try to get an address for this because there's also the falls. I think this is the falls that Blaine told us to look at, which is right here too. Hopewell Falls. Let me get a pinned coordinate and just add it. I'm not going to pin it yet. I'm just going to put the coordinates in the search bar. Oh, it didn't work. Okay. So there, Jen. I'm not gonna add it. I'm just trying to zoom out. Where's the damn chart? Where's the compass gone?
We don't see it.
Oh, I'm in Virginia, United States, for the love of God. That did not work. Well, how did that happen? Okay, well, forget that. Hopewell Falls.
Mary Jane, you can send it to my email, jennifertjennings@gmail.com. Or you can send it to Leanne's email if you've got a spot, an address or whatever.
I'm trying to get a address for Hopewell Falls. Sorry.
You're fine. I can work on it. I mean, I draw in more lines and see if we can, I don't know. I think they're both sharing pain. And
okay, I got 180 Crusher Road.
Communications.
180 Crusher Road. Okay, let me go to the map.
180 Crusher?
Yeah. I'm just gonna. Where did it happen to your map? Did I lose your map? Jeez.
I don't see it.
This is when you go back and forth to too many screens. Yeah. Fuck me. Excuse my language. Now I gotta find my link for the freaking map. I gotta put it on the search areas. It's on a different.
I can pull it up if you want me to.
I got it.
And make glitch.
Hang on, I'm just trying to. I got it. Now I gotta remember the freaking address. 180 Crusher Road. Let me plug it into your map and just see. Not gonna pinpoint it. I just see where it goes.
Okay.
Oh, New Jersey. For the love of God. Crusher Road. I don't want New Jersey. Nova Scotia. Chat. Like I'm in the fucking string of addresses in Nova Scotia and it's not smart enough to transfer, to keep that memory. Jesus, there is no confirmed Hopewell Mines.
Thanks, Deborah.
What's that?
Deborah says, God, I love you too.
Look. Well, Jesus, I used to worry about AI. I don't anymore because I deal with chat every day. They got a long way to go before they take over the human brain.
They got a long way to go. I'm so tired of teaching my AI. I'm so tired of it.
I have a love-hate relationship with it. You fucking dummy. We're talking about Nova Scotia. Oh, well, it's saying there isn't one.
AI cannot read a chart. Let me just tell you that. It cannot read a chart.
I swear we're here. Here we are, Mineral Resource Hopewell area. Give me a fucking address. Okay, I'm gonna show you the
Jesus.
screen. Huh?
I said, Jesus.
Okay, I just need his.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, damn this. We've looked at this.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to get it on the map, though. Here we go.
I don't remember us finding like, or maybe we didn't look at this one.
I don't feel like we did. Okay, I like map. Okay, that's great. I got a map, but address. No, nothing. No search comes up on their own site. Historic map for Hopewell Mine. I mean, you and I aren't going to be climbing into mine shafts anyways, anytime soon. There it is. Historic 1870. Oh, no, it's just the year of the map. It's not 1879. 1879.
Jesus, no.
It might not be accessible anymore.
Well, I mean, what you pulled up, what you did pull up on the home page, you might could zoom in. I don't know. I don't know if it's interactive or what. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that one right there. Can you?
It doesn't open.
Mm.
I want Hopewell Mine. Is that what I'm freaking looking for? I can't even remember anymore, for the love of God.
What in the hell?
Hopewell Mine.
We're looking for some kind of mine. I don't know. I mean, yeah. There's mines everywhere, and we can't even get a handle on where the fuck they are. I mean, Jesus help us, Lord. Where's the mines?
Well, there's a whole bunch of maps, trust me, but trying to figure out, like, they've got these ministry resource maps that are topographical. They're not like for laymen. Okay, let's see. What is this? Can I zoom on these numbers maybe?
Maybe so. Try it and see. Go to Pictou County.
Topographical map.
Oh, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That I was like, is that 4? Is there 4 right there? No, it's number 4.
41 searches. So we're in Pictou. I don't fucking know. Like, you would think it would come up in their search bar. I don't think it exists anywhere anymore. Hopewell Mine.
Deborah says Elgin Road.
Elgin?
But where on Elgin Road, Deborah? Where on Elgin Road? Give us like we need to pinpoint them.
Elgin
like if you can find an address.
Well, I had the Hopewell Falls up. Yes, I did find that. Is it right there near the falls?
I don't know. I'm writing Elgin.
It should be pronounced Elgin.
Oh, Elgin.
Yeah, it's all good.
Elgin. Okay.
There is no confirmed Hopewell Mines Quarry Road site in modern records for Hopewell, Nova Scotia. Several historic quarries exist in Pictou County, but none are directly associated with the name or location of Hopewell. It says check the resource map. Well, that's what I just fucking did. You know, I'm going to have to spend hours before we go because I cannot. There's just too much.
The falls are on Elgin Road.
Okay. Hopewell Falls, Elgin Road. But is that the mine? Because those are two different. I just picked up the falls.
Yeah, because we know that there's a mine off of their main road, right?
No, I know, but I think this was a different one. There's mines everywhere.
Yeah, there's not an actual address. Yeah.
Hopewell Falls. No, it doesn't have a direct. There's no specific address. But the bridge, there's a bridge there.
Well,
I think we're gonna have to continue this another day because look there's the Hopewell Road. There's a bridge, a footbridge. There's the falls. So it's the falls are right by the river by Stellarton Road. So I'll just pull up the map one last time.
it may pull up Hopewell Falls.
Can
It
you see
should.
it?
Yeah, it should pull up Hopewell Falls.
You think?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So if I just type in Hopewell Falls,
Yeah. There it is.
no, it's
Oh,
Maryland.
no.
Hopewell Falls, Pictou, Nova Scotia.
Well,
There
it
we
should
are.
bring it up where you can click on it, actually.
Oh,
Try
well,
it again.
should I do a
Hopewell
marker?
Falls. Type in Hopewell Falls, Nova Scotia. And see if there's anything that
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I think that you might could see Hopewell Falls. I don't know. No. Okay.
Yeah, it's right in the water. I did see it earlier. I found it earlier. Where we moved on. It's right there. Like it's right
Okay,
here.
so whose line is there?
Lily's. Look, Hopewell Falls, right by Stellarton Road, off Elgin Road. So the falls are right in here, Elgin Road. They're right here, right where. Well, fuck, there's Jack's line too.
Hmm.
I'm just trying to find the falls because they were here. On
Zoom
the map.
out. I think it's going to be to the right. That's where you had it. It was to the right of Hopewell. The Hopewell Falls was to the right. of Hopewell.
right here, but on the water, right? So it's like right around here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're both close. And then what's here? The missing.
Daniel's way up there, which, I mean, I don't have their birth time, so it's not, it's not going to be an exact science, no way. But
I mean, so that might be one worth looking at. What do you think?
I don't know.
I don't know yet.
Zoom out. How far is that? Oh, that's not too far. Yeah, that's not too far.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
we can leave it. We can leave it as a question mark. For areas to start.
Yeah.
Okay, and the only other one
somebody
was
said it's called Hopewell Heritage Footbridge.
Hopewell Heritage. Okay, and then there's another one, a historic mine area that they're currently filling in. Okay, so what was it? Hopewell Footbridge?
Hopewell Heritage Footbridge. And then the Trafalgar Road. Yeah, I'll add on these addresses. Thank you, Toronto Cat. I'll add that too.
I don't see. It doesn't come up on yours. Like it's not coming up on your map, but let's see if I can get the address. Hopewell Falls Footbridge? Hopewell Heritage Footbridge.
Hopewell Heritage Footbridge.
There it is right there. See? You can, let me just see if I can get it. Footbridge. I'm trying to just get an address.
Okay, it's 57
You got it?
Riverside, 57 Riverside Park Road.
57 Riverside
Riverside,
Park Road.
Nova Scotia.
There it is.
Okay. All
Can
right.
we add the marker? Should I add the
Yeah,
marker?
add it. Yeah.
Look at fucking that.
Now. So that's a Gemini. That's a burden. There's a breakup there. Admetos is a breakup. Like if you and your partner are going through a breakup, Admetos is in transit. There's a breakup. Okay, so
And
let me pull up
Lily's.
his chart. Jesus, let me look at his chart. Let me look at that Admetos. Because I want to, let's see what degree that is. Because it's definitely a non-mover, so it's a 212.
What's that mean, kitty, honey? Oh, where I'm going to be there. Jen's hopefully coming too. Hopefully, bring fingers crossed.
Okay, so the moon. All right, hold on. Let me look at Lily.
Okay, thank you. 4144 Stellarton. Yeah, I failed to write that down. What was that in
I wrote it down. But you can go ahead and add it if you need to. And while you got it up, go ahead and add that bad baby.
The 4144?
Yeah.
Did I send that to you? Because it's not on my own list.
No, I just now wrote it down. But if you wanted it to.
Oh, it is on my list. Oh, my God. Hopewell McLean Pioneer Cemetery, 4144 Stellarton, Chicago. Sorry, I just haven't got to that part of the list yet. Okay, it is there. I got it. Thank you.
So Lily's here. Jack is. So Lily's Admetos is there too. Jack is there. This is what would be challenging. See, this is what is challenging that. No, it's not. Interesting.
Not sure about that one, eh?
Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, I don't know. Let me look at I don't know.
What does Admetos do?
It's a breakup. It's a burden. There's a huge burden. And the burden of communications is where there's a breakup. So the burden for like if Jack were to be found here, there was a breakup of communications. Is there, and you've asked me, do you think that there could be could they have been separated? One here and one there.
That would be it.
This could say that because Gemini is the twins, it's siblings, right? If we have a breakup, then one sibling is here and one sibling is there. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, yeah, I guess they could be in two different places here.
And if hypothetically there was an accident, Jack hit his head, something happened, the laneway was cleaned up, the evidence was burnt, taken, just saying, and Lily was seen at the park, then that would explain if they weren't together anymore, if something happened with Jack, right? If something happened.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're calling it a day. I'm tired.
Yeah, I'm calling it a day too.
Okay, hon. I'm tired. Okay, do we want to do this on your channel tomorrow? And do we want to do Sebastian and look for, like, you tell me or text me?
I know that my son is going to be here tomorrow. I just don't know what time. I don't know if
Okay.
he's trying to get out here early or if he's going to come in the afternoon. So
Okay. Text
I can
me.
let you know more either this afternoon or in the morning.
Okay. I really love this time.
He's
This
at
is
work
my
now. He's at work right now. I haven't seen him in a while, and so he's going
okay.
to come out here and we're going to eat. And
Okay.
hang
Okay.
out.
Well, that's priority. So let me
And
know.
of course, Wednesday, I have my daily, my weekly thing. So it just kind of pisses me up because I can't do anything. I mean, I can, but I can on Thursday evening after I get back.
Okay. Well, if you can't tomorrow, if you can't tomorrow, we'll keep plugging along with.
If we can do anything on Sebastian in the morning, we could probably knock out a live in the morning before he gets here.
I prefer, like, I'm so tired in the evenings. I have a hard time. I really prefer this time of day or earlier. So yeah, whatever time works for you. If you want to host it and I'll join, we'll do the same thing. Let me know. I'd like to get back on Sebastian too. I just don't know what to talk about.
I'd like to start exploring this, this theory, because we've explored, the different theories. And I think that that's a good thing, especially looking at the map as we explore the different theories and all of the what
Sebastian?
Yeah.
Sebastian? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you text me and let me know. I'm down if you can, and if not, we'll wait to get back. Okay. But yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Jen.
Thanks for letting me come up again, Leanne. I appreciate you.
Hey, we're a team, buddy.
That's right.
Appreciate you.
That's right.
Okay.
All right, bye,
I'm going.
Again. Peace out.
I'm going. Thanks, Jen. Hun. I'll talk to you soon. I'm going to go too, everybody, because we've been 3 hours and a half almost. So do the thumbs up and just stay. Thanks, Kitty and everybody. Stay tuned for more Jack and Lily and Sebastian. Okay, everybody. And if we ever get updates on Emmanuel Harrow, I just think it's gonna be pretty quiet for a bit on that. But thank you, honey. Love you as well. And we'll see everybody tomorrow. Just because we don't know yet, just do all the YouTube things and just look out. Well, you're welcome, honey. You're welcome. Nice to see you. So let's look out for the times, either Jen's channel or mine. Well, I'll post. If she's starting the stream and I'm just going to stream from my channel, but she's initiating it, I'll just post in the community chat. Welcome. Thanks, Jeff, honey. Thank you for sticking around. Such a great picture of you too. I love that picture, by the way. Bye, everybody. You have a good evening. Okay. And say hi to Seth and thank him for coming in. I wish he'd come up and speak sometime just because, I don't know. He needs to get it out. He needs to get it off his chest. Hopefully he's journaling. Okay, everybody. Have a good night. Love and light. See everybody tomorrow.